will love our meme
We're in
conversation.
a meme bubble, I think.
It's going to burst.
The question is, where is peak meme? Like, is it...
Well, have we reached existentialism yet?
But the thing is,
I think...
have you invested in Bitmeme? That's not a bubble. That's just going to keep going up forever.
What?
Bitmeme
Big
to the moon.
Bitmeme? What?
Big kitty?
What?
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
What?
Was that the one that they made you pay for virtual cats?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Crypto cat?
I can't believe that anybody did that.
Wait, that was a thing? I never heard about
It was-
this.
No, well,
you
you missed
paid
the
for
Yeah.
online.
Not to
It was-
stonks are up
Each
now.
cat is unique.
I almost adopted like 4 different cats in the last 2 days, and I can't adopt any more cats. I have one.
Well, you can.
But are those cats?
You only have one.
memes?
Well, you can get a second one, but I live in
Yeah.
a 1-bedroom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's ready to get started?
There's not
So-
room for another cat.
You can
Clearly
have-
nobody.
That one already owns the whole
2
place.
cats per
This
bedroom.
was an important conversation.
You can
we
sleep
really
in
need
the
to.
living room.
You wouldn't understand. You're not a
I guess-
business person like I am.
Yeah.
You don't get the stocks.
Yes.
All right.
So every cat, of course, costs $1 million. So you know.
You still
Exactly. Exactly.
Round-
that
round
sounds
numbers.
about right.
Yeah, just round it up. Just round it
Yeah,
up.
exactly. Everything
Considering
runs up to
how
$1
many
million.
toys I bought for
That's
that
what I
cat,
learned in
and he
college.
plays with plastic flowers that he ripped off of my floral arrangements,
Mhm.
yeah, that sounds about right.
But-
They're like kids.
Virtual cats wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Just saying.
They're really good.
True.
That's why the
And they're
stocks are
alive
up
when
on
they need to find
virtual
a
cats.
home. Really.
All right. Well, welcome everybody. Thank you for joining.
We already have a
You
camera
few,
that's
you
frozen.
few but faithful. We do have a camera.
We apologize.
We got to...
Yeah, we're not moving.
Oh no.
Please.
I think
Hold on.
it's that one.
Yeah, probably.
You should. They're probably going to start selling them.
This really needs your help.
If there's like a panic sell, all those cats will be homeless. So
What? Okay, I need a house so I can adopt all the cats.
we're virtual.
There we go.
Oh, that's
Yeah, hard
not
drive.
Okay, never mind.
You're just
You
the
want
part
hard
I'm
drive.
looking for. I need to talk to roll. Okay, wait. Let's start talking.
Never. They need to stop posting at work. Hey, we have a kitten that needs a home, and I'm like,
No, you need to stop reading it.
I was about to say.
Wait, do they post new things?
I guess.
Yeah.
You see a picture of a cat,
In
you
the
look at
last
the cat,
like
you
two,
appreciate
in the
it,
last
and you move
week,
on.
Oh, I
there have
never-
been like
okay.
7 kittens put up for adoption. My heart is like melting. I need to buy a house so I can adopt them all.
Yeah.
Let's get a timeshare house so we can just put a bunch of cats in it.
Yes, brilliant plan.
At $1 million a piece.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's a $2 million idea.
Exactly.
Round up to
Exactly.
2.
The rounds up. I think that's how
We're the same way,
rounding
Mike.
works. But
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's 1 cent, it rounds up to $1 million.
Investment
So
ideas
$1
brought to you
million,
by
1 cent, rounds up to $2 million.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So, back to reality. At least this reality.
With the dragon eggs.
Yep, exactly. So, when we last left our heroes, you guys had been going through the area, the cave. So, Ben, you weren't here the past time. So, essentially what happened was the monk came to everybody and said, hey, I need to head off to Critwall, and I'm going to meet with Railstone to get to provide some additional information.
Right.
He implored you to go to the cave and recon what was going on there. Effectively, what you found is that there were hunters that were coming in and out, but basically the camp completely dispersed.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
with the exception of a few things that you've been finding in here. So you went inside of the cave, and he said, "Look, if you find out any information, I want you to come over to Critwall and make sure that you actually report it. Find me and report it."
Yes, back to the reality of D&D.
Yes. See?
So last week, did we play with the other group then?
Thanks for subscribing to Warriors
No,
Night.
we actually
Okay.
used this group.
I saw you.
Okay.
Yeah, the only
I see
difference was we started off with the other group because we had Treasure Division to
Right.
do.
Okay, because I remember that. And
Yep.
I thought I missed one since then. But
Nope.
Good
Nope.
alternate bands.
Yeah.
All right.
So you have essentially started to explore this area, and what you have found. So what you found was you came to this area here, and you messed with. You ended up messing with the main guy that took Emmeline out, way back when you were out at Greenest.
We like taking him out.
Yes.
Or attempting to.
You guys managed to survive, with the exception of Emmeline. She got knocked down to the negatives. Okay? But everybody else managed to survive. So, once you were done with that, you went down this set of steps, and you came into this room, and I believe you fought something in here. I'll have to double check. But then you came to a situation where you see a set of stairs that are leading down, almost like a rope bridge or a rope ladder, and you saw in the distance that there were areas down here. You can tell by these actual stones, okay, that perched on top of them appeared to be what looked like dragon eggs. And that's where we left everything.
Always good.
Okay.
So do we see a lot of dragon eggs?
Hold on. Let me tell you what you do see. I'm going to reread the
We were talking
room.
about omelets before we were.
Yeah.
But there aren't any shrooms down here.
Rocinante. Thanks for subscribing. I assume that's how you say your name.
Is that your job?
I'm just gonna call him as I see him.
Okay.
That's just how it's gonna be.
Yep.
I'm not
Maybe
gonna,
you can
I'm
read
trying
them.
not to interrupt our game though, but
Do I have glasses?
You also did before I get to the room. You also did manage to get past a trap that had a bunch of treasure in it. It was an acid trap.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you found a string of pearls that was worth 300 gold. You found a golden sapphire ring that was worth 900 gold. And then you found a pouch containing six gems, each worth 100.
Yep. Got them all.
Okay. Okay.
or
Now I can see the chat.
Oh, yeah.
Vision mode. active.
My vision's not that bad, but it's getting worse.
All right.
So old.
So the chamber that you've entered opens up at the bottom of the stairs. Appears to be really immense. You can see that there's a wide ledge that runs along the left wall and drops away to a pit on the right side. Okay. Many stalactites descend from the ceiling, and the sound of dripping water echoes continuously.
What?
That's the start.
Oh.
Very much
Yep.
For those who can't see, there is a pole hanging from the ceiling. Not actually sure what it is.
And the steps are actually, I'm sorry, they're not. It's not a rope. The rope one was down here.
Yeah, that's the one I went down. Right?
Yeah.
I led the way.
Right.
So, hold on. Yeah, so the rope area was down here, but
Oh,
this
okay.
there's a set of wooden stairs that are going straight down. Okay,
Straight down to the pit.
straight down to the area where you can just
Oh,
See,
get a glimpse of what the dragon eggs look like.
oh, okay.
It's a little bit too dark at this point, so you can't really tell like colors or anything like that.
Oh, okay. That was actually going to be my follow-up
Yep.
question. I'm glad you clarified.
Can you use light on my sword?
Do you have sword light?
I mean, I can cast light.
Oh, that'll work. Yeah.
All right. I'll take points and I'll cast light on my sword and head down.
Okay, all right. So before I do that, let me read hit points just so that everybody knows what they're at. If I don't read their name, then that means you're at total. Vlacus is at 18 from 21. Ronan was at 15 from 20. Ram was at 27 from 35. And Ameline is at -2.
We bound her wounds, though, right?
Yes, she is bound, so she is no
I'll
longer
do it
negative.
next time.
I wanted to make sure. I thought Ren had done it, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
better not to leave that one to chance.
That's a good idea.
Okay. So you can tell right from the ledge that you're at, you can barely make the shapes that they're eggs. Like I said, you can't really tell much, but it's pretty dark below.
So we can't tell if that they're actually broken.
Yeah. You can't tell if they're broken, if they're full, or what.
Neat.
Yep.
can't tell if it's the Russian Fabergé. Could be worth a lot.
You're not technically wrong.
Couldn't be anything.
Lo, there are dragon eggs. We should investigate them.
Did you just say low?
Hi.
Yeah, they're down low.
I don't think that's what.
Lo is short for look. Like,
Yes,
Look.
I am aware of what it's short for.
Hark, dragon eggs.
yeah, it's like
I'm
Ah,
questioning
if we
your
heard-
use of the word.
if we heard them hatching,
Eggs
then
ho.
you'd be like, hark, dragon eggs.
What about eggs ho?
Excuse me.
Yeah, eggs ho would work.
Both ways.
Both ways.
Eggs ho. And eggs ho.
Oh my gosh!
All right, so we're heading down.
I want
Marcus has a
Emily to be
point.
conscious, so I'm not the only woman.
Okay. So set up a marching
Yes.
order as far as what you
I'm
intend to do.
back.
I'll be in front.
That's all I know.
I'll be frontish.
I'll bend my sword like
towards
a
the
glow
front as
stick
well.
and cast a
Okay.
light
Alright,
spell.
so set up.
So you're in front here.
Yeah. So the
No,
the
I'm-
steps.
no, you're-
halfway.
The steps
Wait,
are the steps are up there. The
Wait.
steps are up
This is
there.
heading down.
Yes,
My
that's
figure's
heading down.
not here.
Gotcha.
Where is she?
Where's your figure? Yeah, where's your figure? The wild
Right here.
Ooh, nice.
That wasn't what she was last time, but
It isn't.
mage. Are
no,
you sure? I think they painted her. Or
no,
No, we
she
didn't-
had a
She was unpainted.
she
last
had like a she had a sexy
Oh,
leg.
you know what?
time. She had a sexy leg.
Yeah, Jeff might have been.
It was like,
Very
Jeff might have
important
started
character
painting.
trait.
We'll just use her for.
yeah,
right
that's
now.
fine. I just
My
wanted to make
character
sure.
has
Do you want-
one
do you want-
sexy leg.
Huh?
The other
Right
one,
behind?
stank.
I want her to
You
be
don't
in
want
the
to see it.
Stanky
Eight
leg.
hit points.
Exactly.
Okay, so you want her in the
Sexy.
back.
Yes.
Who else wanted to come up
The
with?
stonks.
I didn't have a better way to describe it other than sexy leg. It was,
Who else wanted to
was a
come up?
very short
I
dress.
have one stonky leg.
One stonky leg.
All right.
Crooked stonks.
Is somebody staying back with Emily and you're just going to prop her up in a corner?
Would you like to stay back with
Probably
Emily?
stay with Emily.
I guess I could drag her unconscious body.
Yeah.
Drag her?
Well, it'd be a little bit difficult. I mean, she's pretty big, heavy armor as
That's
well.
why I'm dragging.
So-
Who else do we have here? This is Jokins.
Do we not
Yeah,
know
that's
heavy
Ronan.
healer?
Is he coming
Do we?
with us?
Well, he's here.
Lunark is here. You have Lunark and Ram as healers, but they don't have the ability to.
Can we leave them?
Bring her
with-
back
with
yet.
her?
Okay.
Yeah, you can leave them.
That
Do
would
I
be-
ever get the ability to bring someone back?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Oh yeah, eventually.
Sweet.
Not for
Okay.
a while.
Hopefully soon.
Like within the next cave?
Yeah, yeah.
Hopefully
Okay.
before we die.
So you guys start making your way to the steps, and all of a sudden you see, like coming out of the air, you see these vials that glass vials. Yes.
Like a trap.
Not quite.
Well, like
Like-
human beings throwing a
Like
trap.
that they were, yeah, something that was like launched almost or thrown.
Oh, good.
Like
Okay.
people set a trap.
So,
for us.
so everybody make a dex roll. So your dexterity or less.
Everybody or everyone who's
Everybody that is there.
It helps if I pulled up
Dexterity
my
or
dice.
less.
Dexterity or less.
Succeed.
Ah!
13. Yes, I'm under 19.
1 second.
Okay.
Wow.
I have a great dexterity.
I've got a 13.
That's why I went down the ladder.
Did not.
I failed it.
You failed? Okay.
Yeah.
Wild mage.
All right.
It
And
was gonna
then-
be a 7 or a
Sit back
3, and
here.
then it was like, nope. It's up to you. It was just
Okay,
a
there's two
3
more.
on a
Okay.
D20.
All right.
It's like perfect
So-
in the middle.
All of a sudden, the vial just breaks, and you get splattered, and you're like stuck.
What is this vial
It's like
substance?
glue is
Okay,
like
am I stuck to the ground, or can I not
you're
move at all?
stuck. You're stuck to the ground. You're completely immobilized.
Oh, I'm
At
this
completely
point.
immobilized.
Yes.
Right here. Right here.
No.
Immobilized.
Hi!
Still at the top
I
of the
failed
steps?
my save.
Yeah, yeah. Everybody's still at the top of the steps.
So she's immobilized.
She's immobilized. Everybody else made their save.
I'm just gonna start muttering.
For the first one,
I can still talk, right?
the first one.
Sure.
I told you there were 4
4 vials.
that,
Alright.
that launched.
Oh,
So,
Okay.
no.
all right. So everybody make a second saving
Vials are
throw
being thrown at
against
us.
breath weapon.
As we enter
Oh no.
egg thing.
Even
Wait,
though
do
I'm
I have to do it too?
unconscious,
You're-
So
I don't have
same
it
or
to,
lower? That's what you have to get?
Same or higher
I mean,
now.
I'll-
Same or higher?
Yeah, so this is a true
Okay.
saving throw. The other was a dodge. This is a saving throw.
Great.
Well,
I gotta
mine
get
is-
17 or higher?
I gotta
Yes.
get a 16 or higher, so let's go.
Wait, I have
Yes.
to roll 2, don't I?
I got
Yes,
a
you
20.
do.
I got a 9.
I got a 20.
I got 15 exactly!
Let's go.
I have a 19, but I also don't have anything written down.
That's okay.
So,
You made it.
Yeah, you'll probably.
Failed. You need to hit a 20.
All right.
Yes, assume
So-
I'm getting it, but
Failed. Made.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Very
Alright.
happy with that 20.
All right.
Yeah. So there were 2 vials that came to each group. Okay. They made their save on the first set against the glue, and Lunark made on the other. Okay. So you take 6 points from fire.
I'm really glad I didn't
6
get
from
hit by
fire.
that.
So
6 from
is
fire.
that just straight 6, or does that matter?
6 points. Nope.
All right.
I'm just explaining.
Even
It's like a
though-
vial of dragon
do I
fire,
have any?
or what?
Nope.
No, the vials were
Magic,
first,
I
and then
have
breath
sleep
weapon was
and
second. So the
charm.
second thing
No.
wasn't vials.
Wouldn't help
Oh,
in the
okay.
second.
Right.
All right.
So I've got
So it's
And
literally a dragon just breathing fire on us.
4 points
That's what I'm
on
understanding
Ronan.
it as.
Okay.
Pretty sure it was the eggs. I think there's something
Down to
hitting
12
eggs.
guys.
Yeah, fire.
Dang it!
Self-injury.
That's It's terrifying.
All right.
New Dragon Tech.
Now,
They upgraded.
Okay.
As seen on TV.
everybody else takes 2 points.
Oh,
Splash.
got it.
Sorry, guys.
Okay, so
Hey, it was gonna happen
Rams,
either way.
Rams at 25.
Oh, you started the whole thing?
Lunark is
No.
at 20.
I mean, I'm in the front, so.
You started the whole
We
thing.
just started walking.
We're just
I just-
walking down the stairs.
I got hit, so I had
Ren is at 6.
Right?
This
Yeah.
is your first damage, Ren.
Yep.
Congrats
Wow.
on the
And then
I've
Dyson.
worked really hard to protect Ren.
Dyson's
Good
at 18.
job.
Well, you've done a very good
Okay.
job protecting
I
her
did-
most of the
I
time. You
did
usually jump in front of her.
That's pretty much my only trait.
Hey, it's kept me alive.
Total
In my
abject
complaints.
That's my
failure.
job.
What'd you grab?
Well,
Gin?
my total is 21. not
Yes,
12.
he did grab Jen.
All I need to do is turn that around.
Yeah. I mean, let's turn that frown upside down.
Did you want anything with your gin? Lime juice, lemon juice?
Gin.
Extra gin?
Gin juice. No, I'm good.
Can I get a twisted gin?
What's that?
Some gin with your
Oh,
Twisted gin.
I feel like my question was stupid now.
No.
Ginger.
I didn't know.
He
I
wanted
don't
the
drink
ginger
though, so.
twist.
Oh,
I do
well,
like ginger
yeah,
ale.
that'll
Gin and
do it.
ginger ale's good.
Yeah, ginger.
I don't
Okay.
drink pop anymore, so.
That's actually what gin is when you drink alcohol.
What? That seems wrong.
It's a virgin gin.
Okay.
Virgin
So.
ale.
From this area
Act like
over
it-
here,
yeah.
okay, you can see that there is a ledge, a little ledge that's below, and you see
Wait, we're coming down those steps,
you were headed down the steps.
but we got stopped, and now we see the ledge below to the side.
Yes. Yes, because your light actually started showing in that direction.
Because, you know,
Okay.
range dodge.
Dude, I got
All
a
right.
lightsaber.
Yeah, pretty much a lightsaber. That's excellent.
Oh no.
And then you see 4
They
kobolds.
have uniform.
Yes. You
They're
see 4
Boy
kobolds that are coming up.
Scouts. They look like Boy Scouts. I can't explain it.
Quick, murder the Boy Scouts!
That's just like straight where my head went. Like,
Those
that's a
are-
uniform.
And then move.
Boy
That's-
Scouts.
There's
Move the party over to here.
Oh, we're back here.
Yeah, because this is where the steps. This is where the steps are at. Okay. So we'll just turn her around. She's not down. Okay.
I'm just
All right.
Not yet.
So your light,
Thanks.
the light of your weapon is actually shining that far, and you see them starting to advance,
Okay.
Yeah, that's
running
okay.
straight at
Let
you.
me know what colors. and
Oh
stuff
yeah,
you want.
easily.
Engage.
Oh,
Yep.
that's right. You
Alright,
needed the color
okay.
of the hair.
You
Your
know,
life jackets won't work.
Skin color pale.
All right, initiative.
Glad I'm on top of that.
So they're
Oh,
gonna reach
We
one.
need to roll d20
So they're
for
gonna reach by the end of the
20.
3.
20.
they're gonna reach by the end of the
Roll off.
round, so they'll already be engaged at this point. So you'll be able to attack.
okay.
Okay.
Jeff,
Would you roll?
So I rolled a 1.
Wait, no.
4.
Jeff, you still go off with him. You both roll
Oh.
Sure. It's fine.
Go ahead, no.
You're good.
No, let's just keep that.
10.
I won. I had 17. I'm gonna roll like terrible. Or 6.
Hey!
All right.
That was a trick shot.
So move those 4 kobolds up.
Ooh.
Yeah.
How far? Just there?
Yep.
Just, they only got
So
over
put
there.
1 on each.
Oh, okay.
Oh, all the way.
Wait, us?
Yes.
All the way up to us?
Yes.
Fast.
Yeah, that was that. The initiative was for this round. This is where they
Oh,
would have
because
shown.
they had the initial.
Right
Got it.
On each of us?
on each of you.
No.
Well, at least
Yep.
they like
And you
to
see this
disturb
one
you.
just kind of like licking his chops, like
Oh, you're in the blue.
Oh no, which one?
the one on Ren.
Run stuck.
She's stuck in glue.
I'm a little frozen. I was kind of
I would help, and I'm on the complete opposite
Okay.
side.
You guys, so you guys want initiative, so you get to swing.
I'm super gonna die.
Okay.
Because I can't do anything. Is there anything I can do without moving?
Not really.
Okay,
It's
cool.
not a spear.
I'm gonna die.
Just keep rolling 17s.
Okay. That's
Hey,
a hit.
if you're gonna roll something, roll
Die
that.
6, yeah?
Die 6.
Die son.
3. Die 6 for die 7. I don't have any pluses, do I?
You do. You're +2. That's a.
I would give it a 5.
Yep. Yep.
Give it all 5.
Total.
High 5.
Did you destroy him?
Yeah, 6 on
No.
the
Yeah,
Not
I'm at
quite.
6.
Ram.
I don't want that one to attack Ren at all.
You've got 1 on you
I know.
as well.
You gotta swing hard.
I have hold person, don't I? I might use it on that one back there.
You have what?
Hold person?
Hold person. Yep.
I might use it on that one. I might
Okay.
use it on these two right here.
Oh.
Oh, and
Okay.
Ren has
You can
black
get
hair,
up to
by the way.
3.
Yes.
If you so choose.
That's fine. I want to do 2
If-
because it makes the DC harder, right?
Yes, it makes it
I wanna do
minus
that, then.
1.
I wanna
Okay,
do
so you're
that.
going to do the one on Ren and the one on
The
you
one
or the one on Vlacus?
Vlacus.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I can tank it. That's my job.
Hold down kobolds.
Okay, that's my last second level spell. All y'all. Just so you know.
Thank you.
We're gonna giant dragon. Everything's
I don't want Ren to die.
You just
Okay,
automatically
they both
hit-
failed.
Yes.
Never mind.
So they're both held.
Awesome.
Okay?
Alright.
Go ahead and swing.
That's so confusing. If they failed, I'm like, no. You're like, they're held. Oh.
Yeah.
It's like the test results
Yep.
for
Now this is
simultaneous.
This is
Black
simultaneous.
hair,
So
brown
I'm
eyes.
swinging at a held one, right?
yes, but
Pale
it's
skin
simultaneous. So they're not
Yeah.
held. So you got your
Plus,
attacks
her main
first.
color-
Spells
Colors
take a
are
while
blue
to
and
cast,
gray.
anyways.
Blue and red.
Gray.
Great.
One.
Oh,
You gave me
my
those colors.
God.
I
Oh.
remembered the colors. I just
How
couldn't
is
remember her
this?
skin color.
Guys, this is not my day.
That's because it's on top of the other 2 boards. You have to put that straight on the table.
Oh, man.
It's unlucky to
That's
roll not on the table
Why did you build the table that
Blue
way?
and red.
with 2 boards.
All right.
Must be the radon that's.
The radon?
All right. Roll percentile.
He needs to get his pretzel first.
Yeah.
If you hit me right after I held both of those kobolds, I'm gonna be mad.
Turn it more towards.
Hang on. It's like a 40 and a 1. 41.
41.
It's really good at hitting ones.
41.
Oh, no.
Hit self normal.
Oh.
That's fine. You can do that.
So die
If you're
8.
gonna make a mistake, you might as well only hurt yourself. in the
Die 8
process.
and add 3.
5 plus 3 is 8.
Ooh.
How many hit points do you have now?
He has 4 now.
Don't be erasing your hit points.
Well, now I'm glad retroactively that I
Are
stopped
you
the one next
erasing
to
the
you.
hit points actually, or are you keeping
No,
track?
I keep track under.
Okay.
Oh,
There we
good.
I have 21 force.
I just saw you erasing in that general space, and I was like,
No,
please tell me it's okay.
my hit points are 21 fourths.
All right.
Sure.
Do everything in decimals here.
Okay. So you attacked. You attacked.
Precise.
You threw a spell.
Mathematician, that's my class.
Um,
I'm a little sicky.
Ronan is going to move up.
Thank goodness. That's running right.
Yep. He's
So
gonna.
this-
He's gonna go and help Ren.
Thank you. I'm glad
Can he
that
come
everyone
Nah, he has to
doesn't
go-
hate me.
Go on the other side.
On this side.
Yep. All right. And
Remember, Red is not Ilya. We do not have
he
big
also
fur.
has to make a dex roll.
Oh, okay.
He made. Okay. To avoid the glue.
Oh.
Sorry.
That would have been really funny. Just
Yep.
funny, but
I'm
awful.
coming to help.
I froze it. You guys are safe for a couple rounds.
All right.
How long
Lunark is going to stay there to make sure that Ameline doesn't get attacked by anything.
Probably more than one.
Okay.
Good, good.
All right.
Yeah, it's
So their attacks. Okay.
Ooh.
So the one on Ren and the one on Vlacus are held. So the one on Ram. Miss.
Nice.
And the
Dyson.
one on Dyson. 19. Let's see. He is
That's
AC
high.
4.
That's higher than 17.
That's a hit.
That is higher than a 17.
I'm a mathematician. I know these things.
No, you need a 19s to hit.
6 points. You're down 12.
Okay, that could be worse.
Yeah, you could be hit 4.
Yeah.
I'm at 6.
That could be
If I got hit for 6, I'd beat it.
All right. Initiative.
You still.
5.
Ooh.
1.
All right. Attack on
One
Ram.
great mathematician. Something greater than 5.
Attack on the vacuum.
Cool.
Miss.
He does eat a lot of
All right.
donuts.
It does suck. Yeah.
Alright.
Your guys.
Tyson, you wanna?
All right. Your guys' attacks.
All right.
He's
Just gonna attack the one next to me.
Okay.
15, 16.
16. You are second cleric. That's a hit.
Supposed to 9. Nice.
Take him down.
Ooh,
And guard, young
you
kobold.
really do plow through.
Ameline's gonna continue to lay there
No.
And gurgle.
and gurgle.
Okay.
Well,
Does a
that's
6
the
make it?
sign of consciousness. That's
Six.
Any
promising.
pluses? Any pluses?
Plus 11.
Yeah.
Not quite.
Oh, so close.
Do you want to use a hero point?
By like this much. You know. Blackus. Okay. Now, don't fumble.
Thanks.
Thanks for
Wait,
pep
wait,
talk.
move the cord.
So that would have caused.
Yeah,
a
no
Yeah,
pencils.
absolutely. What are you doing, you madman?
Oh,
That's okay. No,
It's better than a 1!
yours is held. You just don't fumble.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
Okay,
thank
so get your second attack.
Imagine what would have happened if the
I don't
pencil had
know
been in there.
Sure. That's something there would have went to 20.
And he fumbled.
I've given you the world. All you have to do is roll.
Okay.
You want
And a
some of my
1.
bourbon?
19
So-
other numbers.
The first,
This one rolled a 1,
So,
so I
the
switched
first-
to that one.
the
Here,
first
we're getting
attack
another
does
one.
take it out, but because you're a 2-attack fighter, you so
That's a 3.
anyway,
Didn't roll well.
roll percentiles.
All right.
I'm gonna have to start marking names on who actually fumbled versus.
I didn't know
just
that
putting
you
a
didn't
tick
already
mark.
do it.
Who they screw
99.
over. Whoa.
99.
That does not sound good.
Wow.
Hit friend normal.
Oh
That's what it says. You can look at the sheet.
no! Good thing Ameline's
Hit
already
99
friend
fumbles and a
normal. Okay, so
1, 2, 3, 4,
Nope.
5,
Man
6.
from
So-
Like, how do you normally hit a friend?
because you just
Open-handed
swing.
or closed-handed?
Okay, so 1, 2, it's Ronan. 3, 4, it's Dyson, and 5, 6, it's Ram. It's Ram.
Yes.
Oh, good.
All right.
At least I'm
So
getting the 10.
die 6,
Exactly.
no pluses.
1. No pluses.
Wow.
Let's go.
Okay,
You're
guys,
rolling ones,
I
I
can't
guess.
roll anymore. I'm
Just,
just
like,
really good at ones
Step
today.
on the back of my heel.
Yeah.
You like poked him.
Flat tire.
Oh, that's sad.
Stop wishing
Okay.
for our demise. It's not encouraging.
It's-
All right.
Did you give me this one? I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I
use
gave you that.
next.
Yes. I rolled a 3 with
If
it.
that
so
one doesn't work,
So
I
if
have
you
the
roll-
others.
All right.
Yeah.
All
My
right,
first
so
2
Ronan-
rolls combined.
We did roll 1, roll 2,
Ronan
you
hit.
rolled it, roll 3.
You'll get to a 20 eventually.
Let me try, let me see if I roll.
That was unreal.
Slowly going up.
That's not a 4.
It's a multiple.
It's a multiple 4.
Okay, so Ronan takes out the other one, so there's just
Yes.
one left.
The one that's held?
Nope.
Or no?
He took out the one that's held
The
that
one
was
against
on
Dyson.
you. So, yep. So
Sweet.
take the one on Vlacus out. Take that one out. And so you got one.
I was like, wait.
You got one that's left.
It was very agile.
Yes.
Well, I'm
Not
done.
hit him.
I'm going to go walk off into the corner somewhere.
Or you could hurt no one
Initiative.
else.
3.
You got it.
That's you.
6.
There you go.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Second, I thought that was a 0, and then I remembered that's not possible.
Once again, Cobalt, you must be on your guard.
Why are you warning him?
Wow, you are really going in order.
Dyson,
1, 2, 3,
shut
4.
up!
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll get 5. I'll, if I can, I'll run over to that one. I don't
That's
know if
fine.
I can attack.
You might. Yeah. Ronan's
No.
there as well. Ronan can turn.
Do
Gotcha.
not
Gotcha.
steal my victory.
If you
And
can
it's down.
roll
Oh,
better.
I didn't even get to steal it.
Yep.
Yay, Ronan.
How long does it take
I
to
turn
go to
around.
wear off?
Dyson, great job.
Yes, you just see him down. I'm like, haha.
Okay. So you see Ren just kind of like stuck. She can talk, but that's roughly about it.
Anyone have any clue how
So
long it
it's
takes to wear
not
off?
even- there's no pluses here.
Hey! The plus was I can't hurt you for saying that, Dyson.
Does anybody have a...
Count your blessings.
Do you need a Sharpie?
No, he wants to draw on me.
She can't move.
You left finger jerk.
Does anyone have like a dispel?
Does anyone have like some vinegar or something? I don't know what takes off glue.
Vinegar? Do I have vinegar?
Oh, by the way, she was looking for the figure that had the sexy leg.
That was how I
She goes,
described
that's
it.
not my character.
Yeah.
It has 0
She
sexy
had
I'm
a-
legs.
assuming she's being painted.
Yeah. Well, I was waiting to find color.
I
find out
couldn't
the
remember
color.
her
What
skin
color
color.
is the sexy leg gonna be?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
it depends on if the lamp's on or off.
Oh, okay. This is a lampshade on her.
Reminder, this is not an Elphaba scenario. We are not in Wicked.
Anybody have Goo Gone in their bag of holding? Oh, wrong campaign.
All right.
Sword.
Oh, the back folded, right.
I don't
I was like, where are we getting the glue gun?
have anything.
Glue be gone.
Is there like wine or something? Would that help? I mean, that's acidic, right?
Just.
Good idea. Just drink out of a wine skin.
Oh gosh,
Refreshing.
I'm gonna die here.
That was a good idea. Thank you.
All right. What do you guys do?
You're so lucky. To,
Apparently, chug a thing of
so
wine.
lucky there's not a gnome thief here to try and steal from you while you're stuck.
He'd probably still fail.
You probably would end up stuck in the glue with her.
Yeah.
Can I just investigate this goop and see?
Without touching it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it just appears to be a very viscous kind of liquid.
It's disgusting.
Yep,
Is what
it's
it is.
hardened
have
at this point.
insight to know like when it might wear out or stop.
Did you say is there a
Nope.
website?
No,
Our
I said,
website.
But go ahead and make a wisdom roll.
Hey. 15. I succeeded.
Okay. So something tells you that it may be worthwhile to either examine the kobolds or their lair, considering that they probably, if they fashioned this glue, they probably would have some sort of
I'm not usually a
dissolver.
looter, so someone else loot.
Alright, I'll go over and check it out.
Okay.
For health.
No.
Can someone
That's
go
what
with
if, what if they're
There's
actually
nothing else
alive?
Guys, there's like 6
Don't
of
go
us.
over there.
Don't let them walk off
Just
low.
loot the ones who are there. I'll look
Oh.
over the edge here.
Okay, so
Okay.
you're saying not heading down there, but just the ones around that we took away?
Yeah,
Ones
you
that we
can.
killed.
Yeah, they're
Can
gone.
someone go off with Ram so he's
We
not
murdered them.
abandoned?
And they just
In
I have
salt,
24
warm
health. Nothing could happen.
I need my shield
Says
to like
that.
not die.
All right.
Someone else takes a hit for him.
So Lunark,
I need a shield.
What do we?
Lunark
Sponge
does a
can't
cure
do
spell. You're up to 11
Oh,
at this point.
thanks,
Wow.
New
We killed Lunark.
It's not hard.
Alright,
And remember, you should have potions of healing on the backs of your sheet, so you
Yes.
can always take those if you.
Oh, it's the healing.
If you
Yes.
wish.
that's it.
Oh
healing
yeah.
Okay, so those do 2 to 4 plus 1.
Why don't
2
you
die
remember
4 plus
Damn it,
1.
that wasn't line, guys.
2 die for?
2 die 4 plus 1.
Straight
Won't
line,
work on
line.
Ameline though.
No, not at this point.
So you're looting. I'm gonna look over the edge there where
Okay.
they came from.
It appears that the area is where, obviously is where the kobolds were staying at. You can tell some just, like straw beds and things of that nature, but you'd have to investigate further if you wish. You can tell that there is a little rope ladder that they had constructed
Oh,
to come up.
That's how they got me so fast.
here I'll wait for someone else and
I'll
then we'll
climb
go
down.
check down there.
I'm
I'm
not
very
moving anytime
dexterous.
soon. Okay.
All
I may
right.
not be good at swinging a sword, but I can. climb.
All right, all
Swing a
right.
vine.
Yeah, with all 11 fingers, I'm sure that gets you some better grip.
It does. That's why I'm 19 dexterity.
Yes, that's why.
That extra
19
finger.
fingers.
I mean, the hell I'll buy it.
That extra finger gives you +5 dexterity.
Wow.
Wow.
There you go. All right, so what do you guys go do?
Oh, I'm stuck.
I'll,
I'm going to check out.
I'll keep my sword lighting the area for him.
Okay. That's
I'm
fine.
just-
Do me a favor, take the camera, move the camera back so that we're not disturbing
Oh,
you.
you're done. There you are. Yes.
Watch out for Rod.
Nah.
Okay.
What if you grab Ren by both arms and just start pulling her?
Wouldn't you potentially get stuck in the glue as well?
Definitely get stuck.
Oh, like you're
It's
stuck
like
up to
all
your.
over. I can't move
Seems
at
like
all.
it.
It's not just I'm stuck to the ground. I'm
Yep.
stuck.
So that's probably worse than spider webs.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
it's in my hair,
Because it's probably.
Yep. It's
anal
in your
glue.
hair. It's,
and my hair is pretty
Oh,
like
no.
poofy,
Well,
so
it
it's
was.
never gonna be fixed. I'm gonna have to cut it all off. I guess this is when, in the story, the girl cuts off all her hair and has a major transformation. I think this is my moment.
And you become a fighter instead.
I
okay.
mean, has
So you
anyone
guys
seen
head
Divergent?
down in.
Yep.
Well, I was going to investigate.
Or was that the second book?
Okay.
The kobold.
The
All right.
One go first.
So on the bodies themselves, you
Huh.
find 5 silver apiece.
What?
Divergent.
Okay.
Oh.
So there's 20.
Right before like major change happens, the main character cuts her hair.
40
So treasure keeper.
20 treasure 20 silver.
Oh, what?
So-
Sorry,
You
I
found-
was distracted.
You found 20 silver total on all of the kobolds. Okay.
Okay.
You go down inside.
Mhm.
You do see that one bed is a little bit bigger than the others, and you start feeling around, and you find a couple things that
Nice.
are on the underside of the straw.
There
one of
aren't any
which,
dead bodies, right?
one of which is a vial.
Right.
The other of which appears to be a small gemstone.
Okay.
Okay. Gem's worth 15 gold.
Yeah, I thought
A magical gemstone that dissolves glue.
so. I'll take it.
Can we figure out?
You said
Can we
15?
tell what the vial? What's inside the vial?
You just see that there's a clear liquid
Here,
inside.
drink this.
Yes, it says "drink me" on the outside.
Did this just become Alice in Wonderland?
Yeah. This is. I see another.
No, we only do one fairy tale story at a time. So, you know.
You went from Wizard of Oz.
Like
Yep.
Ruby.
No, I can't
No,
stand
that's not
Alice in
one
Wonderland
story at a
anyway,
time,
so I'd
that's
never
all
do
of
that
them.
one.
That's true.
Peter Pan.
Alright, so.
I've got you covered. That's what my
we'll
thesis
head
is
back
on.
Up. We'll head back up. I assume this might be the goo gone. We'll see.
It's published
Okay.
online
I
if
mean,
you
it'd
want
be
to read
really
it.
funny if it was just extra.
I know, that would be really. It's just water. Just.
Alright, so what do you do?
We pour
Yeah, just. I'll give it to
A
you.
drop?
You can do it, so I'm not held liable.
Here we go. Let's just pour this on here.
Real courageous
Okay.
A
there.
little bit over here.
All right,
so
you open it up, and it
Take
has a
physical damage,
very
not emotional
strong
damage.
spiritish
Oh.
kind of smell to it.
Ooh,
Spirit-ish?
Yeah,
Mineral spirit.
mineral spirit.
Oh,
like ghosts.
like liquor.
Yeah, yeah, very strong.
I
Pretty
was-
sure it's ghosts.
I was like, that's what I was like, ghost?
So as you
Did you want to sip before I use it all?
No!
Okay. You know.
so you do manage to pour some on there, and you notice that the glue is starting to become a lot less viscous and starting to dissolve.
As
Yeah.
it pulls the skin from her bones.
Everything
She's
dissolves.
just a skeleton. She's running around.
It worked. But
Alright, I need to go home.
What
I'm gonna
cause?
take this with me.
Yes, but you do. Yeah, as it's getting into your clothes, you're saying, "God, I hope that I don't come near any sort of flame."
you smell like.
Yes.
Wasn't there just fire breath?
Don't worry, we're in a dragon cave.
Yeah.
There's no fire here.
Okay,
You're
can I
just-
like roll
You
in
know
the
how you
mud or
normally Stay far
something?
back. Stay really far back this time. Like
Okay.
really far back.
I'm not gonna argue with that.
Okay.
Now I'm as flammable as the books I read.
Yep.
Alright.
It's like
All right.
Once she's
You don't have a
dissolved,
spell book, right? You're
Once
just
she's
wild.
dissolved.
You
I
got.
think we're gonna try to go down the stairs.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
so
fine.
I still
Yeah,
have
I'll
to
take
use,
points again.
These stairs, not the ladder.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, we've already gone there.
though I do still have to choose 2 more spells, but I haven't had time.
Would you like to see this spell, Burning Brand?
Back!
And I
What-
guess
what's
we'll
wrong?
still leave Lunark with
It's not trying to kill me.
Yeah. Yeah. You leave them upstairs because
Okay.
it doesn't really make sense to
Stay put.
try to
Thingamajig.
carry her down.
Lunark doesn't argue? Oh, that's so rare.
So,
He's being moderately quiet.
Is
for some
everything
reason.
okay?
I think I'm going to use one of my healing potions.
On who?
Yourself?
Myself, yeah.
Yeah, you can do
I'm
that.
11.
My
It can
body.
do a total of 9, right?
Okay.
And I think it's
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, well,
one. Alright, so
Is that like-
2d4.
I got it.
Oh, you do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
How much should I heal?
You are at total.
Oh,
nice.
sweet.
Was that like a third of a potion or a half?
No, I'm sorry. You're at 1 off.
20.
20.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Because I
Because
was
it only does 9.
10.
Yeah.
I
2
was
2
gonna
die 4
say.
plus 1.
That math sounds wrong, but I'm not gonna argue.
Is that a full potion?
You're not the mathematician.
Yes, that was a full
class.
potion.
No, I
Yeah.
agree.
So make sure mark it off the back of your
It's
sheet.
very much like me in real life. Don't ask me to do math. Aren't you glad I do a lot of calculation validation in testing?
You got confused for that.
Yeah, the computers do the math.
This is why I like
Yeah, they do.
every calculation I
They
do.
take 4 hours to do it.
Yeah, it's
but-
actually just her behind the scenes.
That explains why it
Every
takes 4
calculation.
hours.
Yeah, that's why it, yes, it is.
Is it
I-
just with an
I'd like
asterisk?
to point
That's
out,
so-
I suck at math. I did take calculus A, B, and get a 5 on the AP exam, but I suck at math. Just to put it in full context.
I don't think I ever took calculus. So you know more math than I do.
You didn't take calculus? You didn't have to take it in college?
No.
What was your degree in?
It was like management information systems.
Oh, that's why. Well,
Yeah.
even mine I'd have to take calculus if I had to pass
Yeah.
the test.
I had to do
Because
No.
I was CIS and calc was required,
calc-
but I
calc-
passed out of it.
Differential equations.
I had to take statistics.
No thanks.
That was
I
the
did
worst.
Computer science. minor in
You did a minor in math,
Oh, someone else take
so you're the mathematician.
math. I like that.
Wait, what?
Are you taking points? Or was I?
Were you? Yeah.
I
I'm
like
fine.
it because there's a right
We're
answer.
fine,
It's
we're
not
fine.
subjective.
Alright.
It's all
See,
good.
I like
I got
subjective
speed.
stuff because I can
Okay.
argue my point until everyone believes me.
Oh,
I also,
12?
I was part of a class of people that talked my principal
Well, we did
into a
one.
circle
We got
until he
24.
let us take a practice
Oh, sure,
exam
go for
because
it.
we saw his flawed
Oh, yeah,
logic.
you're the tank. Right?
Yes.
Yep. I have a 19 constitution.
Yeah, tank points.
Not to match my 19 dexterity.
Exactly.
That's
gonna
my
be called the
19
19s.
nothing.
Do I have 19 in
I had
anything?
so many terrible
Do you have
rolls.
19 comeliness?
No.
Maybe not.
I have 17
Hey.
intelligence. That's the highest that I have.
I roll exceedingly well. A little bit. Oh no, sorry, I have an
means that
18
she
Constitution, not a
has
19.
Dexterity
a
was what I did
170
last
IQ.
Wait, who?
Wait, mine?
Yes.
Wow.
I'm not actually that smart in real life. I'm like
I beg to differ.
one.
That's intelligent, so I'm
I took a
130?
one once.
Yes.
Like 120
Oh,
something.
you know math, so.
Yeah.
I was like 120. It was
Yeah,
like
you are the
11th
most
grade.
knowledgeable. You're the
I've
most knowledgeable in
taken-
this group, aren't you?
I've taken pre-calc character.
Reading.
Taken calc.
Yeah, my character,
So,
yes.
My
yeah.
character for sure.
Totally.
I know about Uko.
My character is
That's
smarter
a-
than I am.
The
Just to
god
be
of
clear.
war and
I am not the
corruption.
smartest one in this room. Oh, Kitty! I am easily disarmed by
A new player!
Hi!
That is a beautiful cat.
You
And
can't
here's
read
the
this.
jelly.
Hi, Jelly.
Somebody's jelly.
Yep.
Sorry, doggy. Kitty, my
So that's peanut
favorite.
butter?
Okay. So you notice that this room, as you make your way down, it appears to be extremely warm and humid. You see that on the floor itself that there are some what appear to be some blood stains that appear to be somewhat fresh,
Ooh.
also.
Okay.
Okay.
She gets jealous.
Clearly.
And there also appears to be like some bones that are attached to
Bones are
some,
attached.
to some of the blood stains.
Okay.
Oh, is that Lunark watching me?
Yeah.
He's not doing anything to me, is he?
Well, you
Don't
don't
know.
know. You don't
We'll
know.
have to ask Nick.
Oh, gosh!
There's nobody to know.
Luckily, he doesn't have a ring of 3 wishes.
yeah.
Thank goodness.
Yes, you could be in.
That he's a little bit pious,
Yes.
so
Yeah.
it should be okay.
He's at least a lot more noble than.
He might
Yeah.
do some
Then
stuff
no.
that's weird, but he won't do anything that crosses a line.
Never straight from
Yes,
the
he'll
light
probably
filters.
like keep shining light in your eyes to make sure that
More like
Pupils are dilating.
since he is Fultus.
more like
I'll
second
check for
grade
any
nonsense.
Yes. Okay. So,
Hourly.
Make us.
all right. So you get down to the bottom. That's what you see at this point.
Alright.
Feels great, guys.
Yeah, the bloodstains really liven up the place.
I think it brings it together, yeah. Alright.
I don't even know what
Well, I'll
we're doing
look
in this.
around.
This is a stupid
Yeah.
thing to comment
We're
on, but I am
supposed to
actually
do.
putting my hair up in a ponytail.
It's very humid.
Like my
Your
characters.
Mm-hmm.
This is just
That's
kind of one thing has led
I
to
don't
the
know why,
other.
but I
Mine
just
too.
need I need to get it out
Yeah, me
because
too.
it's all
Fuck,
gross.
I'm going for a man bun.
You gotta roll
That takes some dex.
charisma.
I have 19 decks.
I'm gonna be
I can do
honest,
a man
I
bun
can't make a
with
bun
one
on.
hand,
Yeah.
6 fingers.
Hey, can you do it with my hair in actuality? Because I actually don't know how to make a bun. Like, I can't actually do it.
Alright. Well, I'll just wander around, and if they want to follow me in my glowy sword, then they can.
Yeah, I can put my hair up and walk at the
What are
same
we
time.
doing
I'm
here?
a
So
girl. I know how to do these things.
you were just.
Because I missed a few. I think I missed like.
We were
Yeah.
trying to figure out what's.
But
We were doing
13
recon for this
decks.
area.
Right.
Oh, okay.
And we found the dragon eggs, or it appears to be
Right.
the section that would have
I
the
mean,
dragon
are we
eggs.
supposed to report back to someone?
Yeah.
Eventually.
We come out of here, so gather as much intel as possible.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can see now in the light that there is a dragon egg here, one here, and one over here. This appears to be empty.
Like an empty egg, or
Like an empty area.
okay, not eggshell.
Right. Doesn't have any eggshell or anything in it.
Good
none of those
clarification.
3 that we see look hatched.
No, not at this point.
Okay.
Okay. And you also notice that they are roughly about 3 feet tall.
Ooh.
So they're extraordinarily large.
What color are they?
Great.
You see that one of them is black.
Okay.
You see that one of them is copper,
Mm-hmm.
and one of them is bronze.
We got options.
So,
Not good.
onyx,
Options.
copper,
So I don't know about dragons or dragon eggs in this world. Like,
Okay. So what you can derive from it is the metallic ones means that they have come from good dragons,
Oh,
Oh.
sweet.
and the
Okay, so
solid
copper.
colored ones or chromatic ones come from evil dragons.
But
So why are
Ren,
there both?
Didn't you
here?
say that they were, if I recall, they were putrefying the eggs or corrupting them in some way to make these
Didn't I?
dragon creatures that we've been fighting? Is it possible they're doing it to both chromatic and metallic?
Mm.
I don't even remember saying this.
Pretty sure he said it, and as your character was reading it.
Oh, I'm surprised I didn't write it
You've read
down.
all the books.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just tell me what I know, because
Yes.
I don't know.
So in your early the books that you actually found that talked
Yeah, library.
that you were in that.
Yeah, I have all the dragon colors.
Yep. So you do find that there are some references about how they have ceremonies that take the good dragon eggs and they bore out of them draconians.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. What do we do?
I don't know. What
But you also notice it doesn't have anything to do with any of the chromatic ones.
What do you mean?
Wait, what was it again?
That means that none of the the black one would
Uh-huh.
be a true black dragon.
Okay.
That would be what it would hatch.
Right.
That they
Bronze
they
and
don't
copper.
do anything. Yeah, the bronze and copper would be ones that they would perform a ceremony on,
But the black one
but
would
the
just
black
be a
one would
dragon.
just be a dragon that they're
Alright.
growing to be a
Let's hang
dragon.
on to the
Okay.
bronze and copper and take care of them. We might be able to have dragon pets of our own.
No, those are draconians.
No,
Copper
no,
and
they're
bronze.
still intact.
Okay.
Oh,
make
right.
They're still intact.
All right, let's move on.
And then we can have a really
Not
big
draconian
breakfast with the black
omelets.
dragon.
If you like dragon in the morning.
I'm gonna go up and press my hand against one of them.
Okay.
It
Which one?
explodes.
The bronze one.
Okay. You do notice that they are still relatively warm,
Okay.
simply because of the humidity that's in the air. Okay.
Oh,
We
okay.
should smash them. What?
No, just the black one.
They're gonna be evil. They've been potentially putrefied.
Okay, I gotta quickly check up
Not
my
at this
stance to
point.
be
Not
honest.
at this point.
No,
Okay,
you're
so
still
good?
completely
Metallic
intact.
ones are good.
Okay, good. I didn't know if that was a slow acting ritual.
No.
I don't know.
But
Nope.
black
No,
dragons
it's
are
fast
bad.
acting tonight.
Black
Yes.
dragons are bad. Yes.
They're bad. Okay.
Yes, from her books you can derive black dragons actually spit acid
Oh,
as their
makes for a really spicy omelet.
Saying I can
Can
Oh,
have a
K-Pax.
mace.
Yeah.
are
Yep.
dragon eggs tough to destroy?
They can be.
Okay.
Like the black one.
I don't know.
I think we should destroy it.
Okay, go for it.
All right, I'm gonna take my mace. I'm gonna destroy the black one if no one's gonna stop me.
I'm gonna try to stop him.
I'm gonna stand back in case it splatters acid.
Whoa, guys,
everywhere.
what's
Okay.
You guys want
It's
to talk about
done.
this?
It's an egg.
Before you
It's
go
done
smashing
nothing.
stuff?
It's not our place to decide
Oh,
what it is.
smash.
Well, the thing about these is they don't really decide. They are usually evil by nature.
Random smash.
That's their life. You don't just end it.
I don't want to.
Welcome to True Neutral!
I don't want to get into a argument about if destroying it in the egg is really killing life. It's just like a dragon abortion. I don't want to talk about it. Don't want to get into this right now.
No, protect the egg!
Wow.
Welcome to True Neutral! We don't kill things if they're not trying to kill us.
Okay, well, it will be once it hatches.
Well, it
That's the
hasn't
issue.
yet.
Looking
You
to
wanna
the
So we should
future.
wait
Tries to
until it
kill
can
you?
kill us, and then we should kill it.
That's
Yes.
evil dragon.
Because it might not.
I think your mind has been corrupted.
Guys, our charge was
I
to
think so.
just get information and get out.
Yes,
Maybe we should
Dyson
just go.
speaks a lot of sense, which is...
You've gotten the information. Black dragons are evil.
That's
Yeah.
not a book! I didn't need to come here to see that, and we're not going to kill the
Well,
dragon!
No, we're gonna take the good dragons with us.
Yes.
To then raise to fight any bad dragons that
We don't know how to
I
care
shall
for
ride the dragon.
dragons!
I don't think
We
you can
read
carry a dragon.
And
man.
how
That
to
seems
train
pretty
a
heavy.
dragon.
Yeah, you gotta remember
not
these
Vikings!
things are about 3 feet tall.
Yeah, how can you
Yep.
carry it?
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
it's
know
not
that.
the easiest thing in the world
Dragons
to
are
really
big.
carry.
Okay. We can't roll them out of here.
Right.
On the other hand, if we
We could just
have that,
put them on Ameline and then like do a stretcher.
Yeah.
can we
Thanks,
tell if
Emily.
like, the egg is gonna hatch or not? Like, is that something we would be smart enough to
very
know?
human.
You- no,
Okay.
not at this point.
It
Like,
doesn't.
what if this thing
Shine a
hatches
light
If
through
I
it.
put my
Yeah.
ear
the
up
way
to it,
that
do I
we're
hear
here?
anything?
You might hear
Or-
like some sloshing around, but that's about it.
Or even if it
Right.
hatches, it might.
Have I
attract
ever
the
led you
mother.
astray? Have I ever not protected you?
That has nothing to do with the question.
I'm protecting you.
Shine a torch on one
We need
side.
to destroy this
look
egg.
through the other
No,
side.
I think
we
need-
don't.
Why not?
Shine
Because
a
it's
torch.
not bothering
All
us.
right. Do you want to carry it?
Shine a light.
We're
through.
we're leaving it here.
Do you want it to
Yeah,
grow up and
we do that with the real
kill
egg.
dozens,
With the
hundreds,
real egg,
thousands of
black
lives?
It hasn't done that yet.
Not yet.
Looking for the
Yeah, I'm
egg.
worried about this egg too. I don't think we should just leave it.
No, we really shouldn't.
I don't think so either. Yeah. All right. We're
Are
gonna
you
take
sure?
a party vote.
All right.
For destroy the egg.
It's a
You're true
democracy for
neutral.
murder.
Democracy it is. True neutral.
Yes, what would a neutral vote in a democracy?
I don't like when democracy chooses murder.
So what if you had one of those glass cutters with the suction cup? Put the suction cup and just cut a portion of the egg out
Take a look inside.
from the top.
So you see Lunar kind of peer over top and he says, "By the light, you should kill it."
Aha. Okay, so that's
Everyone's in agreement.
1, 2, 3,
Except for
4,
Red.
and we're gonna say you're a thumbs up.
One eye open.
Blink once if you say yes. Blink twice if you say no.
Can I only chat or no?
I'll stand aside if the party wishes me to, but I won't stand with this.
That's all we ask. All right, everyone stand back. Now I'm going to take my mace and just
Okay.
smash it.
Yeah, it takes obviously a few strikes, but you managed to make some scrambled egg
A worthy foe.
out of it.
All right.
Okay.
And
I feel
inside
justified.
it's a unicorn.
Good job.
Thank you. All right. Should we continue? What should we do with these other 2 eggs? I suppose.
Well,
I
we're
think
just
we should-
murderers now.
Name them.
Protectors. Oftentimes those go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Lesser of 2 dragons.
We will name the Copper One Marv.
Why?
Why not?
Hail Marv!
All right. Someone.
Hail
All right.
Marv.
Someone leave it a note. Someone leave it a
And the
note.
bronze will be Harv.
Marv and Marv.
Beef and cheese.
There you go.
Beef and cheese. Oh man.
I like it.
And the black one was George. And he was crushed. Who
Oh, I
owns-
wouldn't have done it if I had known.
Rip.
Who's gonna
No,
run a
instead we
shop
judge
now?
things by the way that they look.
Dude.
We know nothing about their lives.
Is anybody else having a problem hearing us? Or is it just Grendelwolf?
We're gonna have a lot of problems.
No,
if we
I
don't
know.
talk.
We're
Yeah.
super quiet.
I can
Testing,
continue to
testing.
shout
1, 2, 3.
or
Put on
shout
your gym.
louder. I like being
I'm
very
good, yes, thank
emotional.
you.
You want any?
Sure.
It might help you roll
Well,
better.
Drink Harv, are you good?
I'm good.
I don't think that's how it works, but maybe it will.
Yeah,
Who
can't
knows?
hurt. I usually just do it because it helps me get into character. Because then I'm less self-conscious.
I'm getting the character.
It's like, take a sip. All right. Don't care what people think of me.
That's what I do before meetings.
I'm assuming so because we were having
It's
a
just
discussion and somebody was saying preemptive kill.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Well, that's what happened when you
Yes.
bash the egg.
Yeah. So this is like the extent of the room, right? Is there any other like entrances into the cave? or
You
anything
do
like
not see any.
that? All
All
right. We
right.
should probably get out of here.
Let's head back. I have no
For
idea what to do with these
Some
dragons.
Dragon mum.
But like, if we
Who's back?
leave them, they're going to be putrefied, right? We should take them.
We can't lift
How-
a
how-
giant ass dragon egg.
I
Where are we
mean-
gonna get these?
I have 15 strength. I might be able to. I will not be able to be in front when I do that, but
Ram is just showing me his muscles, and I'm like, dude, it's not gonna help. Like,
Well, Lunar can actually cast bolt strength on somebody,
I
which
can
will
cast
help
light and
improve.
load.
Yeah,
Does that help?
that may be helpful too.
We don't have any bags of holding, do we?
You
No,
do
we
not.
don't.
Dang it, that would be.
It wouldn't
Shove it in
fit.
the
It
bag.
wouldn't fit anyway.
Wouldn't fit?
No,
I
the
know,
mouth,
it's
the mouth of
it's
it wouldn't
3
fit.
feet.
You'd have to actually have what's called a portable hole.
Oh,
In
Portable
order,
what?
portable
What?
hole.
yeah, you can like lay it on the ground.
Like a black
put
hole?
stuff in it.
Yeah,
and
think of
pick
it just
back
like
up.
That's
have you ever
awesome.
seen? Yeah,
I
I mean,
love
have you ever
those.
seen like from
Looney Tunes.
yeah, Looney Tunes?
Yeah.
It's hammer
Same,
space.
yeah, it's same kind of concept. But no, in the DMG, it's made out of
Space time?
phase. No, close, close. So there's a creature which is called a phase spider, and it's made out of
Oh,
its actual
gosh!
web
Yeah,
strands.
those are dangerous.
That
Yeah,
sounds awful.
yeah, they're nasty.
Yeah.
They're very very poisonous.
Yes.
But basically, it
guys.
allows you. It looks like
Sometimes invisible.
you get to take it and you can fold it up.
Cool.
It's almost
So,
like a
no
like a 10-foot
positives.
space, like a 10 by 10 foot cube.
oh yeah.
is
Oh, cool.
what it opens into.
One positive.
And you can take it and fold it up, put whatever it is that you need to in it, and fold it up. And
You can't put it in a bag of holding, right?
No.
Correct.
Do not do
yes,
that.
you
Oh my
do not
gosh,
do that.
what-
That opens up.
Literally,
there.
you like a rift opens.
Yeah,
and
that's
it's
a rift
sucked
in time and space.
So-
Yeah, and you get scattered across.
Why
the
So
you
basically,
never
the
said
entire
no,
D&D
so-
world comes to an end.
Yeah.
So apparently someone...
I want to see it happen.
Have you heard this?
Wait,
There
it
was
comes to
someone
an
that like
Just 'cause
basically
And the guy stops falling?
they had like some,
Yes.
one of their characters was like smart enough that he could like engineer things, and so he engineered a payload where it was a portable hole in one area and then a bag of holding in the other,
Mm-hmm.
and basically when it launched and when it hit on impact it would smash together.
Mm-hmm.
So basically turned into like a nuclear bomb. It's like it's just like disintegrates anything.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's
There's
bad.
all sorts of different. There's a couple creatures called Zinnia and Zinye or something like that. It's almost like yin and yang. And if two of them ever encounter each other, they actually
Oh, really?
smash
So like
and
the
cause
fish
an
in
explosion.
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah.
Yes, pretty
Yep.
much.
So
I was thinking.
I'm just gonna relate everything to Avatar: The Last Airbender now.
It's a good thing to
Did you say
relate to.
Taylor
I have the
Swift or
entire
Will
series.
Smith? Oh, I had
Remember,
a Taylor
he was
Swift.
like a superhero that found his counterpart. and
Hancock.
just destroyed that.
Hancock.
That's what it was.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know that I've ever seen Hancock. I'm surprised.
He signed the Constitution.
Well, I'm gonna try and cast Light and Load and try to carry one of the eggs.
Sure. Sure.
All right.
So
Which one do you take?
even with the spell, you can tell it's fairly heavy.
Yeah.
I mean, you can
It's got
gauge
a
it's
dragon in it.
probably. I mean, it's probably over 100 pounds.
Ooh.
So you can have two people actually carry it. You can get it up the steps,
Okay.
but you're gonna have to figure out, of course, where you're gonna take
In
it.
any sort of battle or something, you're like,
We just throw it at someone.
Yeah, you can just like a Looney Tunes cartoon, just roll it towards them and then they'll get crushed.
Or like medicine ball it.
Donkey Kong. All right. Dyson, help me with this.
All right, fine.
All right.
Do you
Pick
have
the one up.
any dragon
Marv
eggs?
is fat.
I guess we're taking Marv.
Actually, I do.
What's that?
He does have dragon eggs.
Well, I have a dragon on an egg.
Oh, okay.
That's
Mm,
close.
I don't know.
That's
Somewhere.
fine.
Yeah, it's all right.
Here you go.
This is where we use our imagination.
Yeah.
No,
Yep.
give your crappy dice.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, which one are we taking?
We need
Do
that
we
one
have
right
a
there.
copper one?
Yeah, take
That'll
the,
work.
We'll take the copper one
We need
then.
a copper
Okay.
one or a bronze one.
And then what are you gonna do with the bronze one?
Can
Is anyone else strong?
13.
I don't have any.
That's actually not
Yeah,
bad.
you can have a couple people.
16.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
All right,
Okay,
everyone, let's go.
guess take the other end
Yeah.
too.
I mean, you could actually carry. So the way that strength works is basically if you take what you have, you could military press what your strength is times 10. So at 16 it'd be 160
Wow.
pounds.
That's more than I can press. I can't press the bar though, so.
So, but you got to remember this thing is
That's
3
40
feet.
pounds.
Yeah, it's
So
really
it's really unwieldy.
unwieldy.
You could maybe get your arms around it and lift it. You're gonna have a hard time maneuvering though. That's why you need a couple people
Okay. All right. We
probably
got
to do
this.
so.
Yeah. Better than everyone trained.
290 pounds between us.
Yep.
Time to show my muscles. There's nothing there.
13. That's not even bad.
Yeah.
It's 130 pounds. You can
I was gonna say it's my
press.
lowest metric, but no, that's my comeliness.
Okay.
What? What's your comeliness?
11.
Wow.
I'm average. It's
I'm 13. I thought I was low.
no.
9.
15.
I'm also a
Are you-
half
are you
orc.
really 9?
I'm a half orc.
Okay, yeah, there you
Can't roll very high. Sorry.
What did you have?
9.
go.
No.
Me? 15.
Oh, I thought you said 2, and I was like, what?
Literally impossible.
Stump. Tree stump.
Hey, don't make fun of stumps.
3d6?
That's very attractive.
They're at least a 4.
3
Yes,
Ds.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the lowest you get is a 3, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That would be
Yeah.
actually.
All
You
right.
get like -1s if you get like.
Your nose cut off?
Yeah, your nose
Oh,
cut
I'm familiar. I'm familiar.
Just refresher there.
All right. So I have to ask, what is your intent to do with them? I mean, are you just
No
going to
idea.
take them and carry them out, and
Well-
you're just going to leave this place? Are you going to continue
We're gonna try
exploring this place?
I think we might just want to leave
think we're
and
gonna
take them to
go.
Take it
Crit
back
Wall.
to, yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Get
really
Get a
good.
wagon, put them in, hide them, bring them to Crit Wall.
Yeah,
Are we
dress them up with
raising
little
dragons
hats.
now?
We're gonna leave them with someone who knows what they're doing,
I was gonna
probably.
say, I'm not raising a dragon!
Somebody's got to
Yeah.
incubate it.
Put little tunics and a helmet on them. In the back of a wagon. No one will notice.
I need more books! I need more books! I need to know how to raise a
Paint open
baby!
eyes.
We didn't become parents!
Yeah, our intention is to leave the cave with them.
Yeah.
Is to leave the cave? Okay.
Yeah.
Try
Okay,
and take
that's
him
fine.
back to
I just
Greyhawk.
wanted to double check.
Yeah.
I feel like this is not the way the story was
All right.
planned to go.
So
I'm gonna be
assuming
honest,
you're
give me
going to go
eggs,
back the way
I'll
you
take 'em.
came,
Yes.
That's the only way we know how.
Yeah.
well, there's other areas. So
I have
like
a problem with
well,
both
in
while
this,
I'm carrying the
so
egg.
like in this room, there's stairs that are going up.
I need to
Well-
read. We're not going to become parents.
You're gonna have. I will tell you when you, yeah, when you get down to
There are other chambers. There's other stuff in the eggs.
Yeah,
when you get
There's
down
more.
to this area where the rope
Yeah.
ladder was, you're gonna have a very
Oh,
difficult
no.
I
time.
forgot about that. How do we get
Get
up
them.
the ladder?
Alright, spells. Let's
Yeah,
go. Let's go. I've got
levitation
2 level 1 spells. Let's see what
what
we got.
spells are you gonna use?
I don't know. Protection from falling.
Somebody can cross the bridge, and then you could play egg toss.
Command.
This is
Fall.
up in the rope ladder.
Oh, it's up. Okay,
I can't
I missed
roll
that
up.
part.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how that's
We
going
need to
to
invent
I mean,
a crane.
We need to invent a crane. Okay, guys, let's go. Someone
We
get on
need a
this.
pouch and some
Nothing
rope.
there.
We can orchestrate
We
a
could
pulley
build a
system.
Yeah, a system
Sure.
of pulleys.
Yeah. We need some walk and tackle.
We have the equipment to create a pulley system.
Oh no, I don't have any level 2 spells left, so I got nothing. Alright.
We might have to
Any
leave
spells.
them
All right.
until
Well,
we figure out
maybe-
different.
I have
methods to
magic
use it.
missile.
Can we hide them somewhere so that they can't be putrefied? Maybe.
They'll die.
We could put them up with the mage, not the mage.
How
the,
about we just have
with,
2 people go down and they just hold their hands out. And then
We
if
have
we
to go
fall,
up the rope
we'll
ladder.
catch
No,
the
we have
egg.
to go up.
Oh, you have to go up.
You have to go
Yeah.
up.
Oh, I wasn't here for that.
Yeah, you're not going to be able
Yeah,
to,
we
and that's
keep
what I'm saying.
down
the ladder.
There's
Oh,
no
no.
way you're going to be able to go up a rope ladder
Alright.
with a,
Let's just
100
leave-
plus
well-
pound egg.
Let's just leave them with Annalene and.
You know what we can do? Tie him with the rope ladder. Just
I
saying.
don't think we can tie him with a rope ladder.
Just saying we can wrap it around.
And then pull the rope ladder up.
Yeah.
Climbing up to.
Everyone, and then I'll just stay at the bottom, tie him, and then you throw the rope ladder back down to me.
Huh.
If it
I don't
doesn't
think
break.
this ladder is strong
If
enough.
the rope ladder doesn't break.
Either they stay here and get putrefied, or you try to take him and we accidentally smash
Well, I'm
him.
just
If
saying,
the rope
there's
ladder
only,
breaks
like-
and you're stuck down there.
Well, then that would be pretty funny.
When we went
That's
down the
the
rope
option
ladder,
you're
we had
going
to like
with?
pace ourselves down
Yes,
the rope ladder
because we didn't want to
there
put too
was-
much weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
They're
could.
only 100 pounds. Just saying.
How much
One
are
at a
these
time.
eggs?
How much should we weigh?
I
So-
definitely weigh more than 100 with my armor.
I'm only
Yeah.
180 pounds.
I'm 135.
And 2 of us.
I'm 200.
Ah,
I'm a big boy.
we can only go down 2 at a time. So 2 of us plus an egg. Well, we'd have to do one person.
You'd have to do
with an
one
egg.
person plus
How's
an
one
egg.
person going to carry an egg?
Bull strength. Lunar Thought has bull strength.
Yeah, but it's not going to, once again,
Yeah,
it's
you
not the
can-
weight,
It's the shape.
Yeah.
it's the shape. It's the
Yeah.
shape plus the
I'm
weight.
still
So
saying
you
my
didn't have
idea.
like any
Just tie
ropes
'em.
or anything to fashion
Yeah.
like a net that you would like capture somebody with and
Think
haul it
like
up?
a broad little thing, like a
I
broad little basket.
take off my chainmail and I wrap it around the egg, and I say we can tie it like this.
So your armor class is now what?
So you guys, like,
Bad.
10.
Exceedingly bad.
So you have, like,
I have a shield,
So you have like an
so
egg
it's
bra,
9.
I don't think
chainmail
it's
egg
really-
bra.
Yes.
Hey, well, you can use the shield for the other one.
Just saying, you can use the arms. I'm making this work. Either I'm making it work or they're getting smashed.
No, we're not smashing them.
So how do they get putrefied?
No, this is what we do. We disguise them somewhere. We gotta find.
Yes, we'll put a
I
mustache.
disguise them.
What do you
Can we
mean?
get
It's
another
just a
granite?
cave.
No,
They
because
need to
when
be-
they hatch, the first thing they see is who they're gonna
I thought they. No.
That's their mom.
Are they
imprint
birds?
to
They see each other.
or eat.
Or eat.
Fine. We'll draw pictures of ourselves on a cave wall.
We're gonna tie you
Alright.
here.
Get to painting.
Anyone have any art skills?
Yeah. What's your artistic level?
I don't have one. I don't think
Well,
it's on here.
dexterity is
I
14.
don't think this is one Gary Kaya.
Is that charisma? Charisma would do art.
No, not quite.
What about Dex?
All
No.
right.
In all honesty, there's the logical conclusion is you can't take them out the way that you came in. You're gonna have to find another way.
Let's explore.
Alright, guys,
All right, breathe in.
Should we leave them here and explore, and when we find an opening, take them, or?
Yeah,
slowly
I
carry
think we
them
just
with us?
I think we just leave him here.
What do you think?
We should put
We
them
are
back
not murdering more eggs.
No, I know. I'm just saying we shouldn't leave them.
All right, we'll move slowly, corridor to corridor.
Yeah, I mean, you can get them up the steps without too much,
Okay.
because the steps are wide enough that you can have 2 people walking that way.
All right. All right.
Where did this rope ladder go?
That was straight up. To
That was the way we
hopefully
came
can find
in.
other
Out of the
steps that lead
cave?
up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To outside
so,
of the cave?
yeah.
To another
Right.
cave
Back
and then
back in this
to the
direction,
other.
actually.
So we came down. We came through the cave opening.
Yeah.
And went. I think it was right where we went, and then that's where we found
Yeah,
the
you
hole
came.
for-
Yeah, you came actually through this direction. So the cave, the rope ladder is back here.
Yeah.
So, and that's what I'm saying is that you remember that there's a set of steps that lead up from here.
So we might be able to take the stairs down instead of the
Right.
Or if we find a dumb waiter, we can just stick
A
in.
dumb waiter.
Dumb waiter. Dumb dragon.
dumb cave waiter.
We are now
Right,
in a
let's-
detective novel for
Let's head that
dumb
way
waiters.
slowly with both eggs in tow.
Okay.
And before we go around any corners, I will go forward because I have infravision, and I'll look to see if there's anybody.
Your
Mhm.
sword's
In the
still on
darkness.
fire.
My sword is not on fire. I will leave it with you for a bit, and I'll have a mace just in case.
Sword light.
Guys,
If he passes
I
it
have a
off-
How long does
Yeah.
light last?
Yeah, so it doesn't last that long.
Yeah, I don't think it's. I think it's probably
only
not
like
at this
10.
point.
Yeah, it's more
Okay.
than likely gone.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Alright, so we have a torch, I assume.
Well, if we do torches, then we lose our.
Yeah, then I lose my.
Yeah, light only lasts.
But
I'm
well, lasts for about an
human, I
hour.
can't
An hour
see.
plus turn per level, so about an hour and a half.
As
But I
long
mean, you
as
can
one-
tell it's
that's
starting to
pretty good.
dim.
So there's
All
one,
right.
one person on each egg that has infravision. I do, and he does. So you could just. all you
Yeah,
have to do
I
is
feel
hold on
real
and
comfortable
follow me.
blindly following.
Just hold on to the back of the egg and follow me.
Yeah, I mean, you can safely surmise that right in this area, somewhere in this room is large enough that more than likely you can probably stow them somewhere in there
Okay.
Okay.
where they'll be out of the way.
Oh my goodness, we're stealing eggs.
Alright.
Yeah,
We're about to
do
become
it.
dragon parrots.
Okay.
Safety first.
I don't think a dragon getting putrefied is safety.
So are we passing them as we come in?
Yes.
Lunar's just like,
Just eggs coming through.
we're not making omelets
So
before you suggest it.
And you have an egg. We have an egg.
I can't believe we're doing this. Now there's 2.
We have
Okay.
so many just things we have to carry.
Yeah. People and eggs.
You ever played Fallout?
Which one?
4?
I have not played the fourth one now.
Well, I think in the earlier ones you went down to.
Yes, yes you could.
Encumbered. Isn't it, Carl?
Encumbered, yeah.
I've never played Fallout. I've just watched a lot of videos on it.
It's that in a lot of games too.
Okay. So this is the area up here that actually has the steps remaining. You can hide the eggs somewhere in this room, or you can take them probably down in this hall.
Alright. Let's leave them in the room because that's closer to us.
We need our hands free.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll leave them in the room behind us so they're a bit closer.
Even
Okay.
if all I can do is hit things with a stick.
All right. Now, you have the option, of course, of heading back the way that you did come and back up this way, if you wish. Or you can, in this room, take this set of steps.
I think we want to do that because we want to
Okay.
find another way out. Yeah.
Anything
Yeah,
that
let's
leads
go.
up. What do you think?
Yeah. Let's go up the stairs.
Okay.
We can only go up from here.
All right, go ahead and set up a marching order.
Woo!
Okay.
First again.
Sans eggs.
You're first
So are we
again.
using torches right now? What's going on?
Well,
Yeah, you're going to need
We
to.
have
Okay.
because-
Because I can't see.
I will go
I
here.
don't use it.
So do we leave them back there, or are they slowly?
Yeah, when I say I have a Ruby
Is
playlist,
Lunar just
it's
dragging?
this long.
No, he's carrying. I mean, she can walk. She's just not like very steady.
Also, my Ruby playlist is titled "It's a Combat Skirt." There's a lot. There's a line
So
in the
where are we
first
walking
season where
in
someone's like, "You're wearing
So
a
you
dress,"
are-
and Weiss just goes, "It's a combat skirt," and Ruby just
Right
shows
here.
up out of nowhere and goes, "Yeah!" There's a high five, and it's the best moment of the entire series. I just lost it.
It's all downhill from there, which is an issue. 'Cause that's like season 1.
Hey, it does not go downhill from there.
I said it was the best part of the
Did we
series.
leave the eggs?
Yeah, in
Just
this
because it's
room.
the best part doesn't mean it goes downhill. It just
Whoa!
What?
Nice.
They're
There you
hatching though.
That's
Harv,
okay.
Harv, you're with us.
Harv and Warf.
What if one's a girl dragon?
Okay.
I don't think about
So
it.
you come up the steps.
There's a shell back there. I don't know if you can tell.
You come up the steps. You can go to the left, which connects you to this room, or you can go to the right.
I think we want to go right.
Or you can continue. There appears to be
There's
another
three
set of steps that
options?
go down
Ooh.
on this side.
I don't know if we should be going back down.
No, I think we want to go up.
Yeah, let's go right.
All right,
Yeah.
let's go right.
You can go to the right.
To the right.
To the right.
To the right, to the right, to the right, to the right. Down there.
Okay.
How this-
Oh, the entire world moved.
Okay.
I would like to cha-cha right
Chat, chat, real smooth.
So this is what you see at this point. So you came up these steps up here,
Oh, okay.
came this way, and decided to come in that.
I can't reach this far.
No, I'll move
I can't.
Oh, thank you, thank you. He's good.
now. Oh,
the map a little bit. Okay.
There we go.
So we came up the steps already. To the
Yep.
left.
There we
There we
go.
Yeah.
Someone's falling over a little bit.
That's me, that's
You're
fine.
dragging her up.
I'm just
or
moving
he's
full
dragging you up
tilt.
the steps, and your head's like, yeah.
Disney movie style. You'll be fine. There's no concussion. Just blood loss.
No, you're bound.
Keep in mind, I hear everything that's going on. I just
You're unconscious.
can't process it.
Oh.
Yeah, but people unconscious, they hear stuff.
Yeah.
They hear siblings fighting over who's going to get the money.
Is this an
Yay!
experience that you've had?
I've worked and stood by in the ER when people passed away.
Oh gosh.
That's crazy.
Okay. So you enter into this room. You see that there are different types of fungus
Oh no.
are actually luminescent
Ooh.
Ah,
that are in this area. So it
So
kind of lights the
super
room up
cool.
to a degree. I mean, it's a soft glow type of a thing.
psychedelic.
No shrooms.
You do notice as well that there are a bunch of bats that, cave dwellers
Louisville Slugger.
that are above. And you also notice that there happen to be some dead ones that are laying on the floor.
Bad
Those are the
sign.
best kind.
Bad sign.
I don't
Bad
know about the
sign.
live ones.
I was about to ask if they were
I'm a fan of
endangered,
these
like the
down
ones
here.
around here, and I think I already have my
Yeah, they're
answer.
at least in danger. Alright.
Just if they're in danger.
Yes, that's what she said. I was gonna ask if they're in danger. And I'm like, they're
But then how will
No,
I get
kind of.
mascara?
That's
Question
scary.
is, who's throwing something
Mascara
at
is
the
made
bats?
with bat
Well,
guano.
you just take the glowing mushroom and
Who?
you.
Yeah.
I'm very aware of what I put on my eyes.
Okay.
All right.
What do you
so
guys do?
is it just covering the ground completely?
How many bats
No,
are there?
there's only like a handful that
Okay.
are on the ground.
That's fine.
Are they like?
I'm just gonna walk in.
I
and,
kind of
like,
want to
stay
approach them
back.
and see how they're
Stay
damaged.
back, y'all.
Like,
Okay,
are,
Batman.
do they look like they were hurt, or do they look like they dropped
So you
dead?
do. Are you picking one up and examining? Or?
I'm not. I'm leaning in close. I'm not touching it.
Okay, that's fine.
Ram said he's going in, checking it out, having us stay back.
Yeah.
But I
Just want
want
to see what happens. I'm gonna make a perimeter sweep.
I'm ignoring him. I'm
So
going.
she's so
to check
she's
a bat.
Yeah, so she's
Assess the
going up.
situation.
Oh, she's going up too.
Yeah, she's going up to examine a bat.
I'm not touching it.
Okay, that's
No
fine.
touching.
I don't want to get what it has in case it got sick.
Okay. Make an intelligence roll.
You accidentally licked the bat.
I made it.
It's
Okay.
like the weirdest-
So you notice,
Uh,
interestingly, you notice that there happens to be like a hole. Like the bat is like laying there, and there's a hole like right, almost not square in the middle of the chest, like but to the right.
Over where
like
its
a-
heart would be, or
Shaft would have gone, or
Slingshot.
smaller.
smaller.
Yeah,
Slingshot.
yeah, like something protruding
There are
went
no BB guns.
into it.
all the way through.
Not all the way through to the other side,
Yeah.
but entered. Looks like it entered into its rib cage
Do you want to check out its ribcage? See if there's anything in there.
I'm just trying to think.
Just reach.
You remember biology class? Just.
Yeah, it doesn't look like
Do an autopsy.
it doesn't look like
I
any.
had to leave the room during the grasshopper video.
You have to do a chiro.
It doesn't look like that it has like any kind of weapon wound to it.
Not a weapon.
No. Nothing that you would signify as a weapon. So, you know, because like for instance, if it would have been like an arrow or something like that, you would notice that there would be like a slit that would come with it.
Just a tiny little.
But you notice, yeah, it appears to be like a cylindrical.
And it's like
hole.
is it like a clean cut?
Pretty much.
It had to be some sort of spell.
Maybe
Magic
it's
missile.
But it
maybe
went
a-
straight, you can tell that it went straight in.
I mean, yeah, magic missile makes as much sense as anything.
a Sturgis, or what's the thing that has the stinger on
Oh,
it?
yeah.
Sturge? Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's.
I mean, it's unlikely to have been like ill.
but
Yeah.
that probably would have went all the
Scorpion.
way through.
Scorpions.
I mean, that at least tells
We
me it's
don't have
probably
Pari.
safe to touch, but I'm not going to because it's bad. It has disease.
Pari's not here to let us know what it
Unicorn.
feels like.
Something,
Okay.
something, I think attacked these. Why?
Okay.
Do I see anything in my
All
perimeter
right,
sweep?
so that's what you see when you're there.
He's sweeping the perimeter.
You're still using your light spell, right?
I thought that we.
Or you use
I
it
thought it
for-
was a
No,
torch
no.
now.
You're using
Yeah,
the torch.
Yeah,
now?
I'll just switch
Okay.
to a torch.
Okay. Okay, so you see essentially that the entrance to this area has about a 10-foot drop. To the right, you see the steps that you actually came up and steps off to the left. You see that there's obviously, like I was mentioning, that there's different kinds of fungi that are there as far as that are just luminescent through the area. You shine your light up top and you see, you know, the bats that are up there. Make a dex roll.
No, it's good. I think you're disturbing their slumber.
Succeed.
Under?
Yeah, 13. I rolled a 6.
Okay. Oh, 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good job.
Okay. They appear to still be, you know, typically wrapped up and hanging upside down, as typical.
Not disturbed.
All right. All right, everyone, be quiet. The babies are sleeping.
Why would only a few bats get
doing?
killed though?
All right, everyone, move up.
Boing, boing, boing.
Dyson.
Like moon boots.
Actually seems completely in character.
Okay. All right. So those that are in metal armor, dex roll.
Dang it.
Again?
Assuming, yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
No,
I'm
you're
shooting.
you're okay. I'm assuming anybody
No
that's coming in.
armor. Yes.
It comes in useful.
You're in chain.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. You're gonna be in chain. You're gonna be in metal armor. He's in metal armor.
What am I
Lunark
rolling
is in
for?
metal armor.
I think Emmeline would
What am I rolling for?
Making a dex roll.
Dex. Oh, so I have to be
Yep,
under.
and dice roll.
She might
You have to
still
be
be in
under.
the cult of dragon clothing.
12.
I don't have marked down what she
It's kind of
has.
hard for you to.
Oh, she's
Roll
got.
a one.
Don't
she's-
say it.
There you go.
Look, you've been rolling low this whole
19
time.
20.
Okay.
20.
All right. You guys managed to make your way across the floor and pretty quietly.
Awesome.
And then all of a sudden,
Okay.
Good job, guys.
I'm
Yeah,
assuming
like
you're
that.
still heading. You're still heading in that general direction.
Dang it,
Yeah.
pants.
Boing, 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 boing.
So that's when you eat too many beans.
Did you have to
Beef
wear
and
the moon
cheese.
boots today?
Beef and cheese.
I couldn't have worn the stilts. Too hot.
Fair. There's not a flaw in that argument. Where are the New Balance sneakers we got you? They're like dad shoes.
Air Jordans. Mom got me New Balance.
They only have
Like,
Air
yeah.
Dragons. in this realm.
Air Jackets.
I mean, they're cooler.
Yeah, much cooler.
Those
I
shoes
think
breathe
so.
fire. They light up in the dark. So you just have to stop, and then there's like, psh.
Every time you take a step, you have to make a dex saving throw, though, against breath weapons.
Worth
Do
it.
you or just everyone around you?
Both.
Yeah, splash damage. You walk over there.
Are we dead yet?
Nope. Okay. So you notice there's a hallway that's going this way. You see stairs that are going down that way.
Wait, which one's up?
Is one way going up, or are they?
No,
kinda-
roughly about the same.
All right.
Oh.
Okay.
Can we measure the elevation?
Can we get a
Gain.
Can we get a sense of like what
Level.
direction we'd want to be heading, like just from our
Perfectly weighted sword, put it on a little
Like,
on a fulcrum.
when we want to go back? Because that's the way that the entrance was, kind of. Is that the way the entrance was?
Yeah, kind of, sort of.
Okay, so I'd say we go that way.
Yep.
I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah,
we'll
left.
follow you. Lead the way.
So, okay. So the other thing that you also notice is like right here by the steps. You know that you see that there's what appears to be a. Oh no, I'm sorry. It's in the other direction. Pardon me.
To the left?
That's almost more terrifying.
The other direction.
Yeah, in this direction.
Oh, okay.
In that direction, you saw that there was
Is that the
what?
direction we came from?
Yep,
Yes.
Oh, no.
that there was a spearhead
What?
that was there.
Oh.
Like how long?
Okay.
Like just the
Like the broken, like the shaft,
Oh.
the heft of it was broken.
shaft with the
Yeah,
spear.
with just the head on it.
Was there any blood on the spear?
No.
Okay.
Nothing at all.
Good question.
Okay.
Okay.
Just,
You
yeah.
also notice that over
break over
here
Don't
Yeah.
know.
Sure.
there appears to be a ledge, very similar to
Allegedly.
what you saw before in some of the other rooms. That there was a ledge and it leads down into another room.
Okay.
It's a very big cave. It's a good place to live.
Do we see the eggs from that ledge?
No.
Different camera. Okay.
No.
Just checking.
But as you get closer to that area, there's a really, really foul kind of stench.
Don't go that way.
no.
Don't go that way. Let's not go
If
that way.
Emmeline could move her arm, she would.
My
She
bad,
can't.
guys.
That's how they putrefy the eggs. You're a genius, Emily.
Another saving throw. from
Lunark's
Brooklyn.
pushing her back.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. Don't get us that. Oh, God.
All right. Well,
That's
I don't think that would be against breath weapons. I think that would just be death magic.
That's that poison cloud. Right?
Probably.
now we
Well,
4% bend bars.
4% left.
Bend bars.
7% bend bars.
4%?
Yeah. Although in real life, 100% bend bars. So I went to Bend, Oregon. Went to some breweries.
I've been to Big Bend and Mountain.
Big Bend?
Yeah, Big Bend.
Where's that?
Merriman Valley.
Yeah.
Yep, he knows.
But is
When you're
it
coming
place?
down
Do I,
the
do I
road,
feel like
yeah, it's
draft
Metro
of some
Parks.
sort? Like, do we
Oh,
know if
okay.
we're getting close to an exit?
Nothing that you can tell.
Alright, alright.
Is it a metro park or part of the national park?
Pardon me, Metro. Caroline Valley.
Yeah, okay, national.
It's at CB and NP.
So, okay.
Well, have you ever biked the towpath?
No, I don't know the right way.
I don't know how to towpath.
I do.
If you've ever been up by Luigi's, downtown Akron,
Mm-hmm. What does that have to do?
you can go
Back.
there. Oh, because
Oh, you mean the
scenic
towpath?
railroad goes there, and
But
the path is there.
yeah, yeah.
So you can bike up to there, and then eat
Mm.
lunch or something, and jump on the train, and it'll bring you back with your bike.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a great place to eat.
Yeah.
Love Luigi's.
Cash only.
Yeah.
Cash only.
One of the few places.
Is that still true?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, they have an ATM like
Oh, do
machine in the
For
back.
some reason I thought
Yeah.
they took card now, but
Yeah. Nope.
okay.
No, you got to go to the back. You got to go to the stupid machine that's back there, swipe it, put in a code, and it'll spit out a receipt that you can take to them, and they can take the receipt. But don't.
This is so weird.
Yeah, and then they'll give you change. So if your bill's like $20 and you decide to do it for 50, they'll give you 30 in change.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's
you're
weird.
back in
That's
the-
extremely
It's
strange.
it's very very strange.
Yeah.
It'd probably be just worth the 2% or
Just,
whatever just to take a
credit card
card.
machines?
Yeah,
Yeah.
We don't want to buy a
Bizarre.
machine. We don't like that technology.
part of their charm.
Unless they went with the old-fashioned carbon copy.
Yeah. Oh God.
That'd be
Just
great.
have a scribe in the back. one and only ledger
You know
book.
the Luigi monks that,
The Luigi monks.
that work on the ledger.
Exactly.
Did I just hear Luigi monks?
Yeah,
No,
you did.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's me, Mario.
See, Luigi.
Luigi's
It's a
Mansion went
cheat,
interestingly.
Mario.
All right. What do you guys decide to do?
Well, I think we're going to the left.
We're going to
I
the left.
really want to
Right.
look in the putrefaction room.
So
I really want to
you
look. I don't want to
wanna
go
head-
in there, but I
You
want
want
to
to head
look.
this way where it smells bad?
I just want to look. Just a little look.
Oh, is that where the balcony is?
Yeah.
Just right
Smell
at the
comes
ledge?
from
Oh yeah,
here.
let's check it out.
I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'll send our stealthy people.
All right.
on the rest.
I'm
All right. So you walk up. You walk up to the ledge then. Okay.
Sure.
Make a
No one else is
Constitution roll.
stealthy. All right. This will be easy. Okay. Yeah. I
Yeah.
made it.
Okay. You're like, it doesn't smell that bad, but for everybody else, it's like nasty.
Oh, it smells normal to the half work.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Half orc with a high con. Yeah. It's like it smells like home.
Mom's cooking.
Is that you? Do I see anything?
Not really. I mean, it just looks like that there are. It looks almost like a trash heap. Honestly,
Oh.
you see a whole bunch of like
Found-
broken items
found
and
the
stuff
garbage
that's in there.
compactors.
Yeah. Shut down all the garbage compactors on the detention level.
All right. Well, in that case, I'll head back and
You
be
don't wanna
like,
get stuck in there.
you should go smell that.
Oh, okay.
No, don't actually.
Oh, okay.
We need smarter people.
Yes. He's walking up like this. Any takers?
Finger.
Yeah.
Are we grade schoolers?
Pull all 6 fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Which way?
I'm good.
Down the steps or up the?
Let's head up.
This way.
Oh.
Away
Yeah,
from the
up
smell.
left.
Who's leading? You leading?
Me.
Yeah.
It's me.
Not Luigi.
Luigi.
Luigi's
It's
Mansion is
Hatchery.
coming out on Halloween.
That's what it goes. It's me, not
That
tomorrow.
one
Third
looks
one?
really good.
I've seen none of the previews, and I already plan on buying it and possibly
I was a
pre-ordering.
big fan of the first one, not the second one.
I never played the second one.
It was not that good.
Adored the first
First
one.
one's amazing. The third one looks sort of like the first one. So I'm
Oh
excited.
yes, I may pre-order it.
Except you're in a hotel this time.
Yeah, I don't really care.
Luigi's Hotel. Is that what it's called?
That's exactly what it's called.
Nice.
I love
How'd you
Luigi's
know?
Mansion one though.
Because you said it was in.
It's not. I don't know what it's called. I think it's called Luigi's Mansion.
yeah, I'm pretty sure it's
literally.
just Luigi's
Why
Mansion
does it
3.
have to be called Luigi's Hotel?
Oh, but I loved the first one so much. It's
Luigi's
so
Hotel.
fun. There's
The
so many
first one's
little
great.
hidden treasures and.
Mario's Motel.
Wario's brothel.
Wario.
Well, that just went up to
Wario's
at least a
hostel.
T rating.
Wario's Peach's beauty salon.
I'm surprised that hasn't come out as like an educational kids game.
Education for a beauty salon?
Okay, I played a bunch of Barbie driving games for Sega Genesis.
Girls can't drive.
Oh wow!
Then how did I get here?
Wow.
I feel attacked, and also like somebody has to drive me home.
So you notice in here, interestingly, as you start walking in, that there are oil lamps that are here that are, some dim light is actually showing, dim and flickering.
I rub one. Genie?
This isn't Aladdin.
No?
Nice one.
Oh.
What the dance?
Genie.
It wasn't a strobe light?
When did you become Claptrap?
Okay, you continue into the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Though there are lots of bad feelings going on. At this point, we have to rescue eggs.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're just in the column.
So I'm just
Walking into
the
the room.
Rangers check for traps? I don't.
Singing.
No.
No, I don't think any of us can check for traps.
It's not very well. It's a trap.
No, I can check the
I'm
traps.
like, no,
You
it's
can't?
not.
Mm-hmm.
Is your percentile like 1%?
Not check for traps.
Nope.
I don't
Only
think
thieves
it's
do.
me, it's my
Okay.
character.
I think it's your other character.
I have a neutral feeling about this.
What does that
All right.
mean?
So as you are making your way back here,
I
you
feel
see
bad.
that there are
One,
there are
two,
gathered
3.
four kobolds
I count.
Yeah.
sitting there.
Kobolds.
We have the element of surprise.
Do we?
You did.
Possibly. Ah. Well,
Um,
shouldn't have sang dink dink as we walked up.
Did the beatboxing?
So,
Should be rubbing each lamp and screaming genie. Genie.
Why did you scream?
but they are talking amongst themselves. I don't think anybody. You don't speak Kobold.
I
don't-
apparently speak no languages, not even English.
I speak Italian.
No.
I don't think. I don't think they'll speak Kobold.
Woodland creatures
think about
common
it.
English.
Okay. So, I mean,
What
they're
do I
chittering back and
speak?
forth in whatever you believe is their common language, and see, Ram's light, and I'm like, ah! And start grabbing weapons and making their way.
Who says
Russian.
we're not friendly?
Nothing to see
Yeah,
here.
we're-
Does anybody have an illusion of cobalt
We're
spells so that
friends.
we all look like cobalt?
No.
Alright.
No, I'm supposed to have 2 more spells, and I haven't
Initiative.
picked them yet.
Second.
Yeah, you won last.
Yeah.
Did he win? Or you lost?
No, he lost.
You lost.
Oh, it's
That's
me.
what I thought so.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm not coordinated. 2?
Nope. 6. Okay.
Is that less than 6? I'm not good at math.
All right. So,
Are you soft?
Yes.
all right. So you guys are probably more
I wish I would have worn that.
More aligned
because then I
like
would've
this.
cast sleep.
as you're coming in. So they get to this point. They move like 10 feet up, and they stop.
There's a booby trap.
And then coming from like up here, you hear la, 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 and there's a kind of hard to describe.
Genie.
Tasmanian devil.
It did sound like a Tasmanian devil.
No, it sounds like the same.
Oh my gosh, it's been so long since I heard of Taz.
No, it
Oh,
wasn't-
that sounds a lot like my cat's name.
it was not. It wasn't anything like that.
Oh man.
It
Come
was
on, please.
so
Ah!
so.
Is that Mama?
No. So it appears to be another kobold that has like these makeshift kind of like wings that are made, and he like leapt off the top, and he's like gliding over.
That's amazing.
He's like, "Wah!" And he drops down a couple vials.
Oh, it's like the
They're
Ewok.
not fire.
Bombardier. It's a bombardier.
Okay, so he drops 2 vials down. Boom, boom. So these 2 have to make 2 saves. 1 save, 1 save.
What are you against?
Breath weapon.
Oh man.
So
So
above
It's above.
Yeah,
Above
you're
it?
okay.
Oh, I'm
You're
okay.
okay at this
failed.
point.
I failed.
Yeah, Lunar drapes over the top.
I failed one.
Okay. All right, make your second one.
Oh, I failed. I made one. I failed one.
Oh, made one, failed one.
Yeah.
Okay, and everybody else failed.
Yeah.
dang it.
Okay. Ronan failed. Ooh, and Lunark made. Okay. Okay. So
I'm pretty
for
sure
those
it's
that
not
failed,
unconscious.
each take 5.
I have 1.
Down to 15.
19.
And the
Take 5
others
for
take
each.
3.
Oh, okay.
So
The ones
Lunark
that
is down
failed
to
twice
13.
So
So hold
is
on.
this fire?
So you're down to 15. Yeah.
Do I?
Ren okay?
Did you get hit?
Yeah.
Am I just a cinder now?
No,
You
you're
just
down to
went
1.
in
Oh,
flames.
okay. Cool.
Even with
What
all
about
the
that's a-
alcohol?
What did you gone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, you're okay.
All right. Good.
What else?
Yeah. Okay, you're okay.
What? No worry, you're okay.
Everything-
As my arm is just hanging. I one little strip skin.
This is fine.
Okay.
The dog with the
This is
dog.
All right.
Yeah.
For those that made,
Fire.
Yeah.
you take. For those that made, you take an additional 3. So you're going to take a total of 8.
Oh, too late.
Yeah.
Wait.
Of
5
8.
from the first, 3 from the second.
5 from the first, 3 from the
He
second.
said
I only-
everybody takes 5.
I made
Oh, so
one.
you saved the 5. So you
Right.
only
You
took
made 1, which is the 3 points.
Oh.
The
I'm
other
sorry.
one,
Oh, I
yeah,
missed
he
it.
dropped 2 vials, went doo,
Okay.
doo,
Okay.
and dropped them both down. Okay.
So I'm at 11.
And then
No.
yes, you're at
Yeah.
4. You're at 4 actually.
Okay.
What?
Dude, do you have a potion you can drink real quick?
Yeah.
Oh! Thank you for bringing that up.
Okay.
I just don't want our whole party to die.
Thank you.
Got no
All right.
one left.
All right. So these guys stopped purposely because he was.
Coming in.
Yeah.
And you see him. He glides down. Woo! And he like runs into the wall.
I was gonna say happy
Yeah.
Pelican, but that
Yeah.
answers my question.
I'm sorry.
Is he unconscious?
No, he's not unconscious, but he's not happy.
Well, at least
Well,
he
I don't
can't
think he
fly
was
anymore.
happy before. To be honest.
Yeah, but it's kind of like from Return of the Jedi. You see, it's like the Ewok that was dropping
Yeah.
rocks.
Rubbing stones on people.
Yeah.
Why don't I remember this part?
Okay. Your guys' action.
Alright, well, I'm gonna drink a potion.
Well,
Okay.
they're still far away. Can I?
Oh yeah, who has a bow? Or
You have potion of healing.
Ronan has a bow.
I sleep.
8 points.
Oh.
You should definitely.
Yeah. you
I'm
should
gonna
do that.
sleep.
Okay.
All right. Good night.
I want to sleep.
I'm gonna throw
I
to
wanna
sleep.
sleep. Yeah.
Okay. You're
I'll
up to
sleep
12.
later. I'll sleep when I get home. I go to bed before 10
Okay.
now.
Ram, what are you doing? Ram, what are you doing?
Sorry, I'm walking up
Five!
towards the person who's on the ground.
Okay. You're going over here.
Yeah.
The glider.
I was going
Okay.
to sleep driving.
I'm gonna
It
head
seems
towards the
safer to
cobalt.
go to bed earlier.
You're gonna head in this direction.
That's what you've got going right now.
If is she casting sleep at the same time?
Yeah, but you have no idea that she's doing it.
Okay, then I'm heading towards the cobalt.
Yep. Okay. You took a potion. Ronan is also taking a potion.
I'm still throwing sleep.
All right, this is gonna be interesting.
Yeah, it is.
You're
Fall
no,
to
actually
Prince.
actually no. You're in better shape because
You look
I have
tired.
resistance to sleep.
you have a resistance to sleep.
Oh,
Oh.
So
what? That's
you
really
you are the perfect one to
Oh, yeah,
step in
90%
because you're
sleep
90%
slash
resistant.
charm.
Yeah, there's a 10%.
Yeah, I'm really good at.
Remember
Hitting
that
the
whole
small
thing where Ilya had like
percentiles.
99% or 98% climb walls?
Yeah, she still
It's
couldn't
like-
do it.
He slipped into poop.
Okay.
Percentages mean
and-
nothing.
You only have 98% when there's no poop around.
Exactly.
Okay. So
Modifier.
Lunark had dove over top of Ameline to make sure that she was safe. So that was his action. You cast sleep.
Yes.
Okay.
All right,
Roll a 20-sided die. Surge.
Please,
Surge,
surge.
What'd you get?
19!
19 plus 1.
Ha!
Alright. So
20.
an extra level. No surge.
Is surge already?
Okay.
No.
That's still good. That's like a 20.
I'm scared to search.
Okay.
Only thing
Where
you
do you place the sleep spell at?
I want to place it right here.
Right there?
Yeah.
Okay. So you are going to definitely get him. There's a 50-50 chance you may get him. You were walking up. You're on the outside of it.
Cool,
Okay.
cool.
Cool.
I expect that.
Alright,
I was
so.
gonna
Okay,
walk up.
Do
so
I have to roll for that?
Nope.
Correct.
Yeah.
She
Which
rolled my 90%.
Crack your skull on a stalagmite and you're dead. Sorry.
I have a helmet.
Your helmet falls off as you're falling asleep.
Oh, that's the
You
worst.
watch it, you see
And
it.
now I
Did you have
really
a
wanna
strap on your
go
helmet? I didn't think so.
Exploring a cavern because I haven't done that in years and I really like doing
Okay.
that.
So 91 or higher,
Going to
you're
a
affected.
cavern?
Just watch The Descent.
62.
No.
Alright.
It's a heartwarming movie. About
I went
I'm
to
glad that was a 6
Sandusky and
and
there's
not a
like
9.
there's
Yeah, you
caverns out
turn
there.
upside down. That's a
Yeah.
92.
I
He's at
really
92.
like
Oh,
those.
you're
So
Try
1, 2,
some
3. He is affected. 4, 5, 6. He's not. Okay, so he's affected as well. Okay. Now roll 4 die 4,
4D.
or at least roll 1 die 4 to start with.
Do you need extra die for?
Just roll a single die 4.
If she does, I got some.
If you roll a 1, you roll again.
3.
Okay, so you get them all.
Wow.
You get to 4 to 16 of them. So
Oh.
you were gonna at least get So if you would have rolled 4 1s, you would have only got these 4, and he would have still been in it.
Oh, okay. So it's brown.
So they're all out cold, and you can dispose of them appropriately.
I was trying to think of a pun,
Wait.
but I said no, that's bad.
They're-
But then you
it
took
is.
it
So
for me.
they're
Thank
gone because
you.
they're asleep? Or?
They're all asleep. You're gonna just dispatch them.
But to dispatch them, you have to roll not a 1, right?
Yeah, but I'm being nice.
Why
I'm being
I'm
nice
just
about this.
saying.
You're
I'm
not
just saying,
really.
That's all I had to do with the guy who was being
Just go.
out.
Yeah, but
See if you can do
there's
it
a
right
difference because there was an actual battle that was going on. This
Okay.
you can do carefully. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
You can carefully roll one.
Sounds like
Carefully roll
I
one.
very carefully rolled that one.
just gingerly.
Hey, all you have to do is not fumble.
Twice.
Every
this
time
one.
he's like, "Oh, I just have to not fumble."
Always.
Always you fumble.
Okay.
Carefully roll.
You do notice the wings are all messed up, so at this
No
point
flying
they're not.
machine?
That's
Yep,
great.
the kobold flying machine.
Graph them to yourself. They got real intense. Not just wear them. I want you to dig them into my
Yeah, put them
skin
on
and
past
make
cure
them part
wounds.
of me.
Exactly.
Okay, so you do also notice.
I probably should heal.
Probably. Does Lunark have any healing spells? If not, I can.
Yes, he
I
does.
have a healing potion.
Does he? How many spells does he have left though?
He has. Hold on. He has 2 cure lights left,
Okay, I have 2 as well.
Because I can.
So he
so
can
he'll use
it.
1.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
7 points. You're back up to total.
I've never known Lunark to be so nice to Ren.
Only when he's not here.
He still believes in the light. He'll convert you at some point.
Okay. Good luck with that. I just put down 7 instead of 8 hit points. You know,
Faith versus logic.
7 plus 1, guys. Is it 7? Because apparently I think so.
7 plus 1 equals 7.
1 million.
7 million.
No, it's just 1 million.
Today on this
Rounds up.
episode of Amy Can't Do Math. Amy Can't Do Math. Twist.
It was a
You
short
know
series.
calculus.
Yeah, but derivatives are easier than addition.
It's a bit derivative.
I'd like to point out that when I took that AP test,
Nice.
the AP test I finished 20 minutes early. And was like, alright, what do I do with my time? Let's come up with a new story idea. That's what I did during the AP
3 more
test.
math.
Well, because like the practice questions we got were so hard, and then the exam we got was easy, and I was like, this is the best. Admittedly, everyone in my class got a 5.
Graphing calculator.
I
Yeah.
made games on my graphing calculator.
2 days later, I had to take the AP physics
How much I
exam.
love math.
Battery started dying on my graphics calculator
Nice.
during the AP physics exam.
I had a lovely intro to one of the games that was actually a polar function to draw out the shape, and then inside it I had the title of the game.
You guys are
Okay.
nerds.
So you notice that there is a set of steps that is that kind of goes up and then goes down. So
Oh, man.
it like
Oh,
walks up a
okay.
few to the ledge that you were at, and then you can see that it slopes down, and it slopes down inside of a deeper cavern. Yeah, kind of, sort of. Okay.
There's some architecture just
Yeah.
that was put into
That's
this.
how it was listed on the
Yep.
the
Zillow.
realtor's website.
Zillow.
Split level cave, slight moisture damage.
Excellent for
Okay.
putrefying.
In the southwest wall, you see that there are a whole bunch of what appear to be like different types of what you can gather would be almost like training and or restraint materials that you would think would be used on some sort of either creature or animal. So things like long poles that have lassos at the end, leashes and collars, some sharp prods, what appear to be like wooden weapons, and then you also see that are in here some human-sized dummies.
What?
And like human-sized dummies, like
Is that us?
like practice,
Team two.
like
I
practice
think-
dummies, like what, like
If they come to life, I'm out.
no. I mean you can tell they're what you would see in a training facility
Okay, because living
as
dummies,
well.
where I draw the
No,
line.
Do you want to call them kobolds?
Like mannequins.
Yeah,
they
she
call
put
us
him to
dummies.
sleep.
She sang him a lullaby. And
Yeah.
Well, I got scared over a
They
Goosebumps
tell us.
movie when I was little, and I have not yet recovered.
Even Orville.
I couldn't actually sleep one direction in my room because there was a vent over there, and in the movie,
No.
one of the dummies
Orville
went through the
kobold.
vent, and I couldn't
Flying.
look at the vent for a year.
Or was
I
it
was in middle
Wilbur?
school.
You fell asleep.
Oh, he
too.
fell asleep
It's
while he
perfect.
was.
I
And he
was
just
in it
like.
too.
Oh, you fell asleep?
No, but I have 90% resistance.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was in. within
And you
her
made
Yeah,
What
it.
can I
he has
say
insomnia.
except you're
Better than a
welcome?
fumble.
Yeah.
I'm just here for the singing moments.
Okay.
I like singing.
Oklahoma.
Please.
Yeah, you can't really tell what type of creatures would have been in
What's the
here.
cord?
Like, how big are they? Like the
I mean,
ropes?
the collars
Yeah.
are fairly large.
So like dragons.
Maybe.
Okay. It's either I think dragon or I think the creatures from Throne of Glass, and not Throne of Glass.
Dragonton.
Throw the glass.
It's a book.
Game of Glass.
It's a book series, and
Throne
there's
games.
dragon-like creatures, and I can't remember what they're called.
Why didn't call it Game of Thrones?
Wyvern.
It's called Chair Fight.
Oh, the wyverns.
There's a bunch of those in that series.
Yep.
That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
That was Wyvern.
Suppose we'll continue. Should we go get those eggs?
We always said wyvern.
Surely.
Yeah. No. And don't call me Shirley.
Should we go get those eggs,
Can we do
everyone?
an airplane?
Yeah, can we have an airplane adventure, please?
Sure. I just gave you a winged kobold for crying out loud.
Just want to let you know.
But there's no co-pilot!
Inflate 'em.
Inflate them.
Autopilot.
Otto!
Uh,
Yeah, should we get the eggs? That's a good point.
I feel like we probably should.
Yeah.
yeah.
Can we see light? Or do we just see another...
How many collars
Over
were there?
here? No.
Yeah,
This
it's
whole
just-
cavern is just, yeah. I mean, they have like oil lamps and stuff like
If we
that
go
through
get
here.
the
Oh,
eggs,
but
we
it's
have to
not
go
like-
back through the bat
like-
cave.
It's not
Because
open.
of an
I guess we should
No,
just
no,
leave
no,
them.
no.
How many collars are
They're like
there?
a putrefied.
What appears to be about 4 or 5.
Oh, so it's not
We should-
Cerberus.
No.
No, it's the Hydra.
the
Hydra.
one who protects you.
I don't have to like
Could
you for you to
be.
protect me.
Tiamat. Maybe they had Tiamat.
What do you want us? Do you want us to leave the eggs for real?
No.
Come on.
Okay, then let's go get
I
them.
don't have to
The
like
red
you.
zones for the immediate loading and unloading of eggs only.
What do you like?
I am a 15-year-old apparently. I'm actually 23.
24.
What if we could train the bats to carry the egg for us?
Oh, that's a great idea. How
Unless
much time
somebody
do we
wants
have?
to get.
Yeah, I'll just be training in here. Honestly, let's just set up shop.
Who wants to
We have
get-
to train the
Start a
bats to
sitcom
carry
with
the
2
eggs.
dragon babies. This unconventional family.
Maybe somebody can fly the cobalt contraption.
Marv! Marv!
No, they're all, no, there's all, it's all
Oh.
mangled.
Wow.
It's all mangled at this
What
point.
are you guys doing?
Shield lands.
The kobolds are attacking again. Alright,
Well,
let's go
I
get the
dealt
eggs.
with them last time.
Let's go get the eggs.
Alright, yeah, heading back for the eggs.
You're gonna head back for the
Harv and
eggs?
Marv don't
Yeah,
want to
we're
go
gonna
to
move on with
bed.
us back to this point.
I'm sorry?
We're gonna go back, get them, and move them at least up to this point, so we don't have to go back as far.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
that's what we're gonna do.
You can
Ready
certainly
for
do
some
that.
dex checks.
No, you can manage to do so. You're doing so carefully.
Cool.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Cool.
Awesome.
Okay.
Don't mock them.
Are you gonna move them through the bat room?
I think we leave them.
I don't think we should leave them with the bats. The bats might eat the
Maybe their
eggs.
maternal instincts will take over and they'll grow back.
You think their tiny fangs could break
Don't
the
know.
shell of a
Well,
dragon?
whatever killed the bats that have the holes
Yeah.
in it, they
That
could
could
do
kill
the
them,
same
yeah.
thing to the eggs.
Yeah, I'm still unnerved by that.
But I didn't say that because
Well, if we
I'm.
leave them there,
unconscious.
either
But I
they're
am-
left okay and we
You're
come back
still
and get them,
awake, though.
or they're killed and oh well, at least they can be putrid.
At
I
least
see a win-win.
we're taking them through the bat cave.
Yeah, we're taking them through.
Okay.
Okay.
Through the back gate.
Notify Bruce.
All right.
I only have Alfred's number.
Okay. So you managed to do so carefully and quietly.
Excellent.
Okay. You still do have a set of steps that are headed down this way
Okay.
Yep.
from this area. You had another set of steps way back here that did.
Yeah.
And then you also had another set of steps that headed up.
You want to try the ups, right?
Yeah, we
I'm
want-
sorry, I apologize. It headed down as well.
Darn.
Headed down as well. Through the bat room itself.
What
No.
about that?
I have
Right
to go
there, is
back.
that it?
That's nope. It's all closed
It's
off.
closed
This
off,
is an
okay.
entire cavern that's closed off.
Okay, okay.
Let's check the stairs.
Yeah, like
So
right here.
which set of steps do you want to investigate?
Don't drown.
Which steps do we want to go to, guys?
Those ones?
Left ones.
Alright.
Okay, right
Where
ones.
do you?
Your
I
left
guess
or
that-
our left?
Not
I mean,
to
if we're
pu-
going down,
not
yeah.
toward putrefaction. The other way.
This
No,
one
that's
or
that
the
way.
the set that's back here?
Yeah, I think it's this way.
That
This way?
Let's go that
Yeah,
way.
that way.
This way?
Okay.
Just checking.
I mean, we're all pointing different directions.
Yeah,
It probably
that
makes,
way.
it probably makes sense to
Clears my
check.
mind.
Play spin Ameline and see
That
which way
way.
she says.
Her head came off.
Spin
That's
the
a
torso.
that's a negative 10 points for you.
Okay.
And now you have to
Alright,
explain
so
it to her
this
family.
area appears to be leading into another room.
Sweet.
You want to scout it? Somebody who's been.
Who's gonna
provision?
scout it?
We
Oh,
have
yeah.
fire is the issue, so we
Yep.
can't see with
Oh.
infravision. But
Okay.
I'll also
Yep.
go first.
Well, if you're far enough away from the fire, is infravision not
It
spoiled?
takes a while to come back.
Okay,
Right.
then never mind.
It's like
just.
dark vision, but it takes longer.
I know I ask that question every time with infravision, and I'm sorry, I'm
You
probably
never have to
It's
deal
okay.
with
I'm
that.
probably not going to stop
Don't you
asking
have-
the question.
Don't you have
Ilya had
goggles?
has infravision, but
Yeah.
Ren
We're
and
bringing the
Soren
eggs.
No.
Well, not
so.
with us.
Oh, did we
We're
leave them
leaving it-
somewhere?
Yeah.
Yeah, just leave them back in the training room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leave it a black hole.
The inky blackness, perfect.
I'm sure they like it.
I think so.
There's just voices coming from behind me.
Excuse me. What? Did you hear
Oh,
something?
did no one else hear that?
She's got a high voice.
Nothing wrong with that. It's just weird to hear voices behind me that are not from me. I do have
Wait, do you normally speak behind you?
All right, so you come into this room, and I'm going to expand it even further. Okay. So in this room, you see a whole bunch of thin mattresses that are straw covered with badly cured furs that form small beds that are haphazardly positioned around the chamber. As you enter the room, you see some small rats and some small lizards scurry through the food scraps and moldy wineskins that are littering the floor.
Ew. Ew.
Delicious.
What?
Cobalt headquarters.
I guess I'll just do a perimeter sweep again.
Was this the downstairs?
This is.
Yeah.
There's only downstairs.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys are going to search the room?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ew. 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 Ew.
I know, lizards gross.
Yeah.
This is lower level west.
Are there a lot of
Not a basement,
lizards?
guys.
Garden.
It's not a basement.
Lizard people.
Okay. So, as you search the room, it roughly takes you about a turn, about 10 minutes, and you do turn up a whole bunch of stuff. So, you find a couple small pouches that have, and one large pouch
Marbles?
that has a combination of 38 gold, 152 silver,
Combination lock,
A soft-boiled dragon egg stand.
704 copper,
Ooh.
which basically equates to
lot of pennies.
Roughly about 35 gold.
But we'll keep it as copper, right? Because that's what we found.
Yep.
Until we get,
We need to find a favorable exchange rate.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, it's about 200 to 1. 200 copper to 1 gold piece.
We need to find a more
Depending
favorable.
I'm sorry.
Depending
So
on the
not
economy.
35. You'll actually get about 3 gold pieces.
Yeah, I was gonna
Okay,
say,
okay.
like, that conversion's wrong.
3.5.
Depending on the economy, right?
In this economy?
How is the economy doing? Oh, it's probably doing pretty bad. We're in kind of some political upheaval.
You also happen to find about a dozen dragon-themed talismans and amulets
That's fun. I will wear them all.
that are carved from either bone, soapstone, wood, and ivory.
It's like those name keychains.
Anyone know how to spell tchotchkes? I'm gonna Google it.
Yeah, like Chachi.
Otchke.
That's not soapstone, that's a horse apple.
Okay. Now,
Fried horse.
all of them
Found
are
it.
really,
Was I right?
all of them
Pretty
are really
much.
terrible, except for 4 of them. 4 have unique, very savage-looking artistic
What do you
flair.
mean terrible? Just like
Yeah, like they're real
child,
shittily
kinda like-
made.
Okay,
Like if I made them.
Yeah.
Just imagine that.
gotcha. Okay, gotcha.
Okay.
Let's see, Dyson Crafts. Okay.
And
Nice and correct.
yeah, they're worth essentially, if you can find somebody that is willing to pay you, 50, 60, 70, and 100 gold
I'd buy 'em.
each.
What?
Oh, gold?
So
That's
50.
what they're
Well,
worth.
that's great.
Yeah, if you can find somebody that's willing to pay you for it.
Let's go on eBay.
eBay.
Yeah. I mean, if you took them to just like a regular merchant, you probably
they-
wouldn't get maybe 10 to 15
Do
gold
they have a
piece.
shield bay?
No.
For
No, Shield Bay doesn't
Shield
exist.
in the
The
shield
economy's
What?
too bad. We don't.
Okay.
Yeah,
In the shield lane.
Shield.
The other thing you also find happens to be what looks like a
You meant
scroll
like
tube.
eBay, who had the shield.
Is it empty?
It is not. There's paper inside.
Can I pull out the paper?
Well,
Just shopping
You
list.
find printer? What?
Roll for dexterity. You are stuck in glue. No.
Dang it.
Okay. You unroll and read?
Yes.
Okay. You can't make out what it says.
Ha!
Can I tell what language it is, or is
Nope.
it just like blurry?
You can tell that
Is it
it's.
woodland creature?
Do you need
Nope.
glasses?
I have glasses.
No, you cannot make
I've
out
never
what
seen
type.
a woodland creature, but, you
Is
know.
it just illegible, or is it just a language I can't read?
Appears to be some sort of magical scroll, but you can't read the type of magic that it is.
Okay.
Hmm.
Give that
Yeah,
I
here.
have no idea what languages I have.
I can't read this either.
Wait,
Should be
wait,
on
I have
bottom.
read magic.
Bottom right? Very
Cobalt.
bottom.
Baldonian.
Okay.
It's just common orcish.
Do it.
Can I use read magic?
You can if you don't. If you want to take the opportunity to surge.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. 20-sided die.
Research.
I'm gonna stand as close as possible.
10.
No surge. It's on a 13. You can
Oh.
tell that it is a clerical scroll,
Here. No,
Clerical.
it's a clerical
and
error.
on
Your
it
secretaries.
it has
Make $200.
2 repair injuries, 2 death's doors,
What?
Ooh, no way.
and 2 cure serious.
Ooh.
Wow. Hello.
That's incredible.
2 death
Do we have a
doors. Is this
cleric?
foreshadowing what's
Yeah.
going to happen?
Hi.
Lunar.
Lunar.
You have Lunark in it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have 2.
How do scrolls work? Can you cast above your level?
Yes. Yes. Now there are percentage chances of
Okay.
failure
Okay.
because it's above your actual level
That's what I said.
itself.
If you fail at reading, you crumple it up and you shove it in the person's mouth that you're trying
They're
to
really mad.
cast it
Um,
on.
You gonna show either one of the clerics, or you
Yeah.
gonna keep it to
Actually,
yourself?
I used it for.
I have no reason to not share it.
Okay.
Oh, you need that?
So the 2 of you can look it over, and you can derive from it that you could use a couple of the spells that are on it to actually get Ameline back.
All right, we better save this. Okay, all right. Okay, what is it? Okay, remind me. Death's
So
door
Death's
first.
Door.
All
Death's
right.
Door first. So roll
I'll use that.
percentiles.
Who the
So you
hell
are
woke me the
third?
F up?
Well,
see.
she kind of does want
I
to
rolled
die.
exactly 70.
Okay, you're fine. All right. And then
that was
any
a
type of
700.
healing spell will now. She's up to 0.
And there's
the terrible pain.
Cure serious and
There's
repair injuries.
What is
Absolute
repair
misery.
injuries?
I think that's
So-
for like broken arms and stuff.
Yep. So you
Oh.
can use it. You can use it to do exactly that. Like if you like tear a ligament or something like that. But
lose your nose.
it will also do 1 to 10 points if you decide to use it for healing instead. But typically speaking, you save it. It's to offset
sounds-
criticals or fumbles.
Yeah, that
That's what it
sounds.
sounds like.
Here's my drink
Okay.
of orange juice.
Okay, should we use a serious or should I just use one way?
Well, what's
Light
what's
first
your
off.
what's Emily's max?
21.
21.
Why
So
don't I use a light and then I can use a potion as well?
To a tavern to eat, they're gonna say, roll
Yeah,
for
let's
booze.
I have potions also.
Yeah, let's
You
use
can do
light
that.
first.
Here, I'll use a
Ow,
Cure light?
dang it.
cure light.
No, we can save it for when it's.
That'd be a terrible
Yeah.
life. Would you rather?
you're up to 7.
Would you rather
So
every time
she's
you
actually
have a
going
meal,
to
you always
drink
like
2 of her
I'm gonna nix the.
potions. Well, the 2 that she has.
Okay. Just keep it.
So is that what? 2d4?
I have
So
no
it's
idea how many spells I can
8
use,
plus
but
1?
I use 3.
You're,
I'm gonna use 3.
that total?
writhing in
Yeah.
pain.
Okay.
What the hell happened?
You're not dead.
Lucio
just
smiles
like
upon
right.
you.
Okay.
And you live
So-
to fight another day.
Mark off
Damn.
Death's Door
I
off,
did.
off of one of them.
Crazy. Yeah.
Death's Door? You did?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we only have
Yep.
1 now.
Well, you tried to
Yeah,
fight
so
that
don't
guy
do it
again. And you lost again.
You're kind of stupid.
The first time we didn't fight him, you did.
Did he die? I don't recall him
I
dying.
think that's because you're dead.
Of course you don't recall.
But you
This
did
is like
die.
Portal. I was really
We
busy
avenged you.
being dead
All I
because
remember
you
was
killed me.
blood spurting into my eyes.
You're seeing red.
I was seeing red.
Whoa.
Something.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm not too thrilled about that.
Yeah, you'd have to be under Jay's.
Yeah, because you don't have right. I don't have rights to do
I'm
it
assuming
otherwise. Yep.
Jay should be doing that.
Yep.
Yep.
So, okay. So those are all the things that you find.
All right. Is that the end of the room?
Yes.
Okay.
There are no other doorways or walkways.
Check for secret doors.
I don't think we have
Nobody
that
has
skill.
hidden doors.
Is anyone an elf?
Anybody can look for them. Elves are just
You
more
said
adept
a
at it.
0% point.
You're an elf, aren't you?
I don't have that on my.
Yeah.
It's just it's an
It's
elven
a natural.
ability.
It's a natural elven ability.
It's
Okay,
innate.
well,
So innately, if you're walking past, you may notice it in a 1 to 6 chance. If you progressively search, you have a 2 in 6 chance.
Okay, well, I will search for any hidden doors in this room.
Okay. You
That's
don't
a lot
find
of
any.
dice. Okay. Yeah, so he goes over. It's like, whoa.
Throwing 1 dice for each second.
Yep. Exactly.
Nothing.
Yep.
Do we have to offer official game piece?
Thanks, Rox.
We could win so much money.
Official.
Yeah.
Okay.
You win.
There is one set of steps
Win above.
that is heading out
Wow.
in a different direction right here, and looks
Oh.
like it connects.
Oh, well, that's not
You've
helpful.
done it.
We found the circle. We were looking for one. We were looking for one, Emily. You were in
It's
the
a
wrong
shorter way
direction.
back.
What we're looking for?
Ta-da!
Way out.
Circle.
Actually.
It's the Emma Watson.
Oh.
What?
Life has downs.
See, that's where my
Yeah,
brain
yeah,
was
yeah.
going.
Yeah, I'm not a musical person.
Yep.
I would have dropped the lion over the ledge.
We're
We're like, ah, you clawed me.
Better?
Anybody else go see
I
it?
don't know.
No, I
I
haven't
did.
I've seen
I wanna
it.
see
Is
it.
it
Yeah, I've
good?
seen it. I loved it. I'm
Yeah.
a huge Lion King fan. Loved
I
it.
heard it did
I wanna see
amazing in
Yeah.
theaters, so.
Is it still musical?
To a degree.
Okay, because my
To a
favorite
degree.
thing is one of the songs.
Beyonce, right?
Well,
Oh,
two of the
Oklahoma.
songs. One I sing for an audition and one I just like.
Yeah,
That's what they say.
it's a
Oh,
Oklahoma.
Beyonce's doing the new.
Oklahoma.
Yep.
Oklahoma.
That's the main song.
the
from
the
Lion
graphics in it are absolutely incredible.
Okay.
That's
Unbelievable.
Because I'm not that into a lot of the live action Disney,
Feels
so
like
I
you're
haven't
Yeah.
watching a movie.
made an effort. But if Lion King's really that good,
I
then
have
gotta see
I
it.
have a hard time. So I have a big affection for lions. So if you walk by my desk, you'll see that I've got a lion picture, and I've got Chronicles of Narnia are like one of
Oh,
my
yeah.
favorite sets.
the
So I have a hard time now deciding which lion I like better, Aslan or Mufasa, because Mufasa looks so regal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, say it again.
Yeah, it's really. My opinion was it was really well done.
Okay.
Now the interesting thing is I have no idea, but somebody on CNET wrote this review of it. Said never saw it when I was a kid. Okay, so I'm not tainted by it, so I can give it an objective opinion. Was all bent because Nala was not taking over the head of the pride. Didn't understand why Simba even had to be involved. Nala was the clear leader. Like, dude, you know nothing about lion prize and how it works. It's a very patriarchal kind of society and stuff. You need to do a little bit more research before you start putting that out there. I mean, he was pissed about it.
That's weird.
Wow.
It's Hamlet.
Yeah.
It is
Exactly,
Hamlet.
it's
It is
Hamlet.
Hamlet.
Yeah.
And admittedly, Hamlet is my favorite play.
Yeah.
Hamlet's a good one.
Well, favorite Shakespeare play. My actual favorite play is Waiting for Godot.
Hamlet's like Lion
My favorite
King
play is
for
playing this
humans.
game.
Yeah.
What should we do next?
Well,
All right.
I'm gonna watch The Lion King.
Apparently, yeah. All right, guys, join us for the next 2 hours.
Lion King.
Oh, I go see it.
And there was much rejoicing. Okay.
All right, let's go. There was other stairs we hadn't gone down.
Yeah, that weren't circular.
Yeah.
I think we should do those.
Go down the
Yeah,
square.
I mean,
I
you
think
can
you're onto
derive.
something.
You can derive that there's another area if you go up these steps that also connects back to the main room.
Is it an integral part of
Or-
our journey?
I'm sorry.
Is it an integral part of our journey?
Possibly.
So we know it's there.
If we can derive it.
We can drive it's there.
Alright,
Okay.
where's the staircase we haven't gone on?
Yeah, where's that surface?
Yep.
These are different.
I don't like this
So
cave.
you can go all the way. Yeah. So the other staircase is back there.
Okay.
There's
The
also.
eggs are back there too.
Yeah.
Right.
Um,
So if you want to double back.
Well, we'll have to eventually, but we want to know where we're going.
Deviled egg.
If you want a deviled egg, then double back.
so interestingly, somebody made a comment last night that we needed a chaotic evil priest to.
Was it Nick?
No. And they were actually wrong because we really need lawful evil to make them into deviled eggs.
Oh.
That's true.
That's good.
Well, it could always happen.
People are much more clever with their puns than I am. I can only make Sonic puns. Like, that is the only skill. Where
Okay.
does Sonic get fast food from, Sonic?
So effectively, you can go up these
Don't
steps,
even.
and this will lead you back through
All right.
the main entrance. But you do remember there is another room you didn't explore either,
Was
which
it?
was back more towards
That
the
way?
south,
Go up the steps.
the
right?
southwestern quadrant.
Is that the one that we smelled but didn't go into?
No,
No, that's
no,
the
that's
one
in
the
the
other.
northeast. That's in the northeast.
Okay, then we want to go to the other room.
All right. Let's grab the eggs, move them a bit closer, and then we'll head into that unexplored room.
Yes.
Sounds
All right.
good.
So where are you gonna move the eggs to?
That wasn't a question. I'm doing it with you
I'm
in
not
mind.
going to make that call because I'm very
Both.
unclear on how this is spatially working out. So I'm just going to sit here being confused.
Okay. So right
Tell you where to
now you have the eggs in the
You are-
north, in the very northern area.
Can you give us latitude, longitude?
I think we just leave
Yes,
them in there.
52.4 degrees west by.
By fuck yourself.
Yeah, there
That's
you
what
go.
I was reading on stage.
DM, exactly what time is it to the second? This is important.
It's time for you.
Okay.
It's time for you to get out.
Yeah. So basically, you have the eggs up this way.
Okay.
You can bring them down safely without going through the bat room and trying to disturb them, and bring them through this area if you
Okay.
wish. And in
Let's
fact,
do
you even
that.
have holders.
Yeah,
Hey!
Then we do wish.
I do
We
wish.
do wish to bring them down and,
Yeah.
and over to the
Okay.
holders.
When you wish, follow the holder.
Okay.
Makes no difference if you're older.
We are
Could
now
move an egg
poets.
or a boulder.
We should not be allowed to be
This
poets.
rhyming scheme's kind of weird. Just a.
Yay!
I guess Lunark didn't want to stand Ameline up.
And if you read all of the
It's
verses,
gonna be
it's
like
how it makes me
Vegan
feel.
Ernie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey,
We're a mess.
how you doing?
Oh.
That's something flying there.
Don't look down
Is it a Hold on Narnia?
there.
Is there Turkish delight in there?
What's in there? Bugs?
Have you not read Narnia?
No, I have to look.
It's Flash Gordon. Stick your hand in there.
It's the portable hole.
Yeah. It leads to another dimension.
But unfortunately, it's stuck to a table, so it's not that portable.
On the bright
I
side, we
mean-
can't put it in a bag full.
Every hole's portable. Got
Okay.
it.
So this apparently opens up into a room.
Okay.
Yeah, you use peanut.
Peanut?
Poop in it.
Oh, that's right. That was our first room we went into.
Yep.
We
I
never went
remember
up
that
this way.
Yeah, we're running
A long time ago.
Oh, right. Yes, remember that. Sort of.
Sort of.
My spatial reasoning sucks right now.
Just look at your book.
It doesn't have a map. It has words.
Okay.
You haven't been writing the directions then?
No,
Like turn left at first cave.
Yeah.
no, I haven't.
Entrance. Make
I
a-
did not leave breadcrumbs either.
Make a slight right.
I thought you would have left a paper trail.
Criminals always do.
Okay.
Especially the librarians.
This is neither here nor there, but now I want ice cream.
That sounds good. You want to find someone's cave?
I mean,
Hey,
Ice bucket.
Lieutenant Dan, I got you some ice cream. You want some ice cream?
I think those are ice cream mushrooms back there if you want to look for them.
In the dark ice
We'll
cream.
watch.
watch.
Lime green fluorescent.
Ooh, blind.
Okay.
That's sherbet.
So this is the room that you actually see as you start coming in.
Is the hole just covering a number? It doesn't
Yeah.
mean anything?
Yep.
Okay.
No, that's
Okay.
a bottomless pit.
My favorite! Okay.
Okay. So you come in and you see strewn about on the floor and so forth appears to be a whole bunch of like overturned like coffers and chests and so forth. And all over the floor there's like different coins and a couple gems here and there.
Okay.
You notice in the corner that is over here
Uh-huh.
that there are different pieces of armor
Okay.
that exist.
Okay.
Are you gonna head for that one?
Why?
We're gonna check for traps.
For tracks,
Traps.
traps, you
No
don't
one
have
can.
anybody who can.
I'm just gonna look really hard.
I'm the trap checker.
Do I see anything dangerous?
Just walk around the room
Like
and
if
see
I
if any
saw like
traps
a
go
giant
off.
axe, like
All right. So
I have
Lunark
one.
is gonna cast a spell called Find Traps,
Hey.
and he does not detect any.
Oh.
okay.
Cool.
So we can
He
start
sucks
at
picking
finding
stuff
traps.
us?
Yep.
Alright,
what I
Dyson,
got.
this is
That's
where
what
you
I
excel. Be a
Dyson?
vacuum.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Suck
You're a
it up.
vacuum. Suck it all up.
Suck it all up.
I'm not a vacuum,
And
guys.
don't blow it.
It's not even a thing.
Okay. So you
Exists.
find in
It's
here
a word you made up.
Don't blow
353 silver,
it. Wow.
142 gold.
Oh.
Two turtle doves.
Yes.
You find 5 gems, each worth 100, and then you also have what appears to be the armory as well.
Dead. Pierced bats.
What do you, what do you mean armory?
So all the armor,
God, Mom,
weapons,
I
and
wanna
so
get my
forth.
back
Oh,
pierced.
so it's just the armories in
Yes.
there. So
Yep.
I don't have to write it down.
No, I'm saying you find like different suits of armor
Oh.
and so forth that are there.
Can we determine if any of it's
And a
magical?
wild mage.
If you happen to have a first
It's a
level
surge.
slot left,
I do. I was just hoping it would be glowing.
yep. No, it doesn't. No.
All right, I'll use that. I want to detect magic.
Detect magic. Okay. All of which radiates magic.
Oh.
What radiates magic?
So
Oh,
all
the
the
armor.
armor and weapons
Whoa.
that are there.
What sounds
So-
good or bad?
I
Good.
mean, do you want to put on some magic armor? I'd say that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it sounds cool. Unless it's like
Find out what it
Black
is
magic.
first.
X or something.
Is
Yeah.
there black magic armor?
Can we detect
Okay.
evil? Can
No, it would be
Evil
called. It would be
armor.
called
Yeah,
cursed
she can.
armor.
She
Oh,
has.
cursed
Well, she has the
armor,
ability to detect undead, but
Okay.
Can
I mean, it looks. I can tell you, it's not.
sounds
Sweet.
Yeah, see, somebody thinks. Yeah.
Rosa-
What?
Rocinante.
Roxy,
Rocinante.
please kill somebody.
Rocinante.
Kill someone, please.
You got it.
Okay.
I got my dagger. Stab that. I don't have
All
a
right.
dagger, sorry.
WTF, bro?
Okay. You find 2 suits of +1 chain.
I do it for the hero points, I'm sorry.
Give that to me.
You find a suit of masterwork plate mail.
Ooh. I don't know exactly what Masterwork does for armor.
It is.
Text from
It
Chris?
no. It makes you. It's lighter.
Oh.
So instead of moving at 60 feet, you actually move at 90 feet. So you
Oh.
move one set higher.
You said
that
master
actually sounds
armor,
pretty
right?
good.
Yeah.
Not chainmail.
Yeah.
I started
Yeah,
writing
the
chainmail.
chainmail. Yeah, there's 2 suits. There's 2 suits, human sized, of +1 chainmail,
Yeah.
and then there's a suit of masterwork plate mail.
Got a
Chainmail.
vape
That's
pen.
the word I was supposed to write. My brain told me to write
Grinder.
chainmail, and I started writing the C, and I was
Yep.
like, that was wrong.
That's Masterwork vape pen.
There is a +1 shield.
It's so
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Actually, I got the
You find a magical longsword.
Was that this group or the other group?
Neat.
Oh, the other group, yeah.
All I'm hearing is I'm about to get decked out.
Okay.
Probably. 'cause I
A
can-
magical short sword.
Those are all things I can use. So I'm getting at least one of them.
You're not getting anything.
Shazam.
What have you done?
Thunder?
Shazam.
The movie?
Mhm.
Right.
Have you seen
Only been putting myself
Yeah.
in all the danger.
Yeah.
It's fine.
My son
And you
didn't
also
get
find
to
a
see
I
wand.
guess you should take
A
the
wand.
one
Ooh.
shield. You should
Pretty
have
funny.
everything. You just put on.
It was.
Safety first.
Chainmail.
It was hilarious.
Exactly right.
Surprise.
Multiple chainmail.
I was really, I went into it not
Okay.
expecting anything. It is.
The short sword
Actually,
is a flame tongue short sword.
Ooh. That would have melted the glue.
That melted me.
In your face.
That's fair.
Okay.
The long sword is +1, +4 versus reptiles.
Oh, another one of those.
Mm.
Wow.
It's
Sounds
actually
like
pretty good
we're
against kobolds.
yeah.
Yes.
Not quite.
Troglodytes.
They're not.
No, they're not reptiles.
They're not.
They're not
reptiles.
considered reptiles.
Are dragons, though?
Troglodytes.
Dragons.
Yeah.
Draconians.
Okay.
It's just
Troglodytes.
Troglodytes.
Kobold,
Oh, really?
Kobolds like.
I thought
They're,
Goblin?
they're more
Lizard.
goblinish.
What's
Okay.
a troglodyte?
Troglodyte, they're like beefy lizard men.
Okay.
Yeah.
You think of them that way.
On steroids.
Okay.
Yeah. Real net. They use stone weapons, and they stink to high heaven.
Okay.
Awful
They're
smell.
still-
Like
There was a
that one
joke in a
guy.
cartoon I watched about troglodytes, and I'm like, oh, this is where it came from.
Yeah.
I haven't understood that joke for the last 5 years.
Can we divvy that up now, or do we have to like be back somewhere?
You'll
to
have to
change?
take that. I'm telling
That's what I thought.
telling you what it is.
That's what I
You would
thought.
take
Yes.
it back to Crit Wall.
Gotcha.
We don't know anything about it. We're just like.
It's
"Oh,
shiny."
This is the
Yeah.
It's shiny and glows. I think we're taking it home.
Yeah.
How do you carry so much armor?
Well, we put it in the eggs.
Yo,
Take the dragon out.
put some armor in.
Oh, that
We have a
sounds
giant
gross.
carton for these eggs.
It's perfect. We could make like a little boat.
Yeah.
Egg
It's just like a six
Oh.
carton.
half dozen.
Yeah.
You got a half dozen.
Oh, I have one of
eggs,
those
only
at
two
home.
in there,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we filled it up with armor.
I actually have 2
Armor and
spots.
gold.
I made eggs yesterday, and set off the smoke alarm at 6 a.m. My neighbors must love me.
How often are you setting off the smoke alarm?
This was the first time I've ever done it by
I
myself.
thought you said
By
you did
yourself?
it
Normally you
before
do it
that.
with a team.
Yeah, I was just saying.
No, there's been 2 other times it's been set off. One time my friend set it off because she didn't realize my stovetop was electric and put a cool pan on a hot
Oh, so she know it.
on a hot
fire.
stovetop,
So
and it
happens.
sent it smoking. And then the first time was actually because the coating was still on the electric stovetop.
You mean the
So-
plastic covering?
No, it was like some kind of clean coating when I first moved in, and that was burning off. That set off
Oh.
the smoke alarm.
Oh yeah.
So I count this as the first time that I actually set it off.
One time I set a plastic bag on my
What?
Did you really?
and it was yeah.
I feel
It's just like just melted immediately. I'm like, well,
Yeah.
That's what happens.
That's fused.
I can't use
I
that
had-
burner
I had,
anymore.
I had a dishcloth that I was using to take something out of the oven in the corner to touch the iron.
Oh yeah.
And it just caught on fire. Oh my gosh.
I
Save
feel
my
so much
cookies.
better.
Only use oven mitts.
That was at the apartments
Single
too
use.
when I did that.
So
I
I
feel-
just called them. They replaced it. They're like, yeah, whatever. I don't care. It's happened
Interesting.
millions of times, I'm sure.
Alright.
it really adds to the
I
flavor.
love how chill they are about things going wrong.
Where is left for us to go? at this point? We need to get out of here.
Is there anywhere where ovens smell?
Yeah. So I mean, you came up through this way here, and this will lead you out.
Ooh, with the eggs.
Escape!
Sounds good.
That's exactly where we should go.
It is.
I also
Let's
know
go.
a lot of
That's
egg
a-
puns. Thank
we
you.
go?
so
An
much.
idea.
We already went that way.
Extraordinary.
So we've pretty much covered everything.
Yep.
Caverns.
Yep.
Alright, we're taking the eggs and going home.
That's all, yolks.
I'll give you points for that
You
one.
need
That
to
one was clever.
explain yourself, young man.
2 sides.
Alright, let's go.
Eggs and exits.
We're gonna get stuck in a
Hey!
spiral. Let's go.
There you go.
From your overview.
Oh, dragon too late. Dragon's here.
Yep.
Goes the other side.
It's honestly going to. We need to go.
Let's go. Before
Alright, can we go? Can we recover our eggs? And
Creeper, oh man, so
Yeah,
we
moving.
back in the mine, got our pickaxe swinging from side to side, side
What?
to side. The task is a growing one. Hope to find some diamonds tonight, night. Diamonds tonight,
What?
heads up, you hear a sound, turn around and look up. Total shock fills your body. Oh no, it's you again.
Is this a riddle from the gods?
I have no idea.
Sounds like a song.
I can never forget those eyes.
Sounds like a song. to
This
me.
sounds like a puzzle from the gods.
Yep, maybe.
It sounds like a song with lyrics change.
Or the
Is that like
beholder.
Perry?
Eyes.
Yes,
Like the
thank you.
miners'
Alright.
version of Baby
Thank you for the word.
Minor what?
Shark? The miners' version
What?
of Baby Shark.
Okay.
No.
So you get back out. You get back out into out of the cave,
Uh-huh.
and you essentially can find a wagon that is left behind.
Come on, babies, we're going
Egg
home.
wagon.
Okay.
Can we dress them up?
Sure.
Can we paint them like Easter eggs?
Will they fit the magical armor?
Not quite.
Dye them. Swirly colors.
I'm gonna dye you.
Use the wax crayon on them.
What?
The wax crayon.
Yeah.
We're heading home,
exactly.
Harv and Marv.
Stanley
the turtle.
Oh my gosh, you have the best name!
Too funny.
Baby Shark, Baby Dragon.
Yeah. Yeah, chapter 2 comes out in September. Just a friendly reminder.
Sweet.
Wait, what?
Sing
Is it chapter
Baby
2?
Drag.
Oh,
drag-
okay.
The turtle just reminded me.
The turtle just reminded me.
Yes. Have you read it?
No.
Well, then,
I don't like
don't.
scary things except video games. Those are okay.
Well, there's a turtle.
It's not
Really?
scary.
Those are the
Hi,
hardest
Georgie.
ones for me.
I don't play them. I watch other
Oh.
people play
Would
them.
you come down and see me?
I'm
like to
terrified to
float?
play them, but when I watch someone else
You
play them,
won't float.
it's like there's two layers between me and the scary thing, because there's me, there's the person playing the game, and then there's the scary game. So I
So-
recognize it's not real.
So would you watch a YouTube video of me reading it? Not out loud, just me
Or
reading
it
it.
reading.
That sounds like the scariest thing I've ever watched.
I just read your
The thing
expression.
is, it would go on for so long, I'd be like, what's going to happen?
It's like,
And
let's get
then
up.
this is what happens.
Oh, we got some coffee.
You get this, you're watching, and this is what you see.
Yeah.
I'm waiting. Has
Amazing.
no one ever thrown a book across the room? Is
Raising
it
the
just
eyebrows.
me?
Oh.
Has
Why would I throw a book?
I've thrown a book across the They killed the dog!
That is every book.
No.
Every book with a dog.
Okay, no, this
Old Yeller?
this book series
That's every book
has
with a
had
dog.
2
All
dogs
dogs gonna have
survived for 8 books,
Yeah,
and then
that's
they
just-
kill
that's
one in
just
book
a
9. I'm
blanket
like,
statement.
done!
You know that famous book, All Dogs Gonna Have.
That one book kills every single dog.
If you kill the dog, I'm probably gonna stop reading it. Every time in Throne of Glass, they're like, the dog is in the dangerous situation. I'm like, if you kill the dog, I'm done!
Me too. Moral of the movie.
Resurrection.
This is why I don't watch Marley.
Yeah, it came back.
Yeah, Marley
What
and
if the
Me
first-
Revengeance.
What if the first sentence was
Resurgence.
like, the dog was dead? Would you just throw it?
Done.
Wait, would you
But
put it
the-
down or would you throw
But the
it?
book didn't kill it. It happened already. It's
The
just
reason-
telling you about
the
The
it.
reason
dog
I
had
threw the-
previously died.
No, the
What about
reason I
cemetery?
threw the book I had, it was book 9 of a series I had loved since I was 12, and they killed the dog in book 9 after it surviving the whole time, and they killed it for literally no reason.
Really?
I was
think
already on my
after
last
9
nerve
books,
with the
Why,
it's
book
I mean, years
series.
prior, what was the reason?
After
I don't
9
even
books,
remember.
it's a pretty old dog.
Well, no, because I loved
might
this
have
first
already
series
just-
for the first
yeah.
3 books, and
Yeah,
then
put
it
out
just
his misery.
sucked. And so this is like the last straw of I'm not even finishing the series. It's done.
The only book I threw was this book called How to Throw a Book. So this is a manual.
It's really more of a pamphlet, honestly.
Holy realm, Batman. We're in the
It's like a
shield
piece of
lands.
paper.
I've thrown my own books too, like the books that I write. I throw
Yep.
those.
Holy Rusty Batman. No, really.
I mean,
Holy
I had to
Rusty
put Game of Thrones down. Well,
Okay.
Storm of Swords down.
Why is
It's
that?
very traumatic.
Game of Swords.
I've had,
Storm
I'll
of
also
Swords.
put a
Storm of
book and gone.
Sword fight.
Okay.
Dance of Fire
So-
and Ice.
So where you guys were at was roughly in this area that's here. It's going to take you about a day and a half,
With the eggs.
specifically with the cart with the eggs. Obviously, of course, to be careful.
We gotta go through customs.
Well, we
Yeah.
put straw in there and everything else.
Yeah, I was
too.
going to say, I would
Yeah.
assume that you
There-
would probably
no,
take
nothing
great
to see
care
here.
Call an Uber.
Well, yeah, we have to make sure they
of them
stay
as
warm.
much as possible. Okay.
I'm sitting in the wagon with the eggs,
On the eggs?
as an
Oh,
excuse
yeah.
to keep them warm, but realistically, I'm reading a book.
I'm also gonna be just in case.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit on top
I'm calling an Uber.
I cast lightning.
You're calling an Uber?
of it. And
Okay.
I'm just sitting there, going like this. It's too funny. Okay.
I like how all of your hand jokes just take a second second to register. I'm like, you okay? Oh, okay. I get it now.
What are you looking for?
I was looking for.
What was that?
What is that? Yeah.
A piece of the tree.
Oh my god.
I was like, why are there dust bunnies down there?
I was like, is that from someone's nose? Like,
A shrubbery.
it's very green.
Shrubbery!
It's a nice shrubbery.
Oh, that still reminds me. Have you seen
Ugly
the
looking guy.
where they dub knights who say me on top of Lord of the Rings?
No.
What?
It's so funny.
Is it like
I'll- it's,
Sauron or something?
it's fun. I don't want to spoil it. I'll play it after.
Okay.
That's really good.
Every time I come to D&D, I leave wanting to watch Monty Python.
Then we're doing our job. That's exactly what it should be.
And I own Monty Python on DVD, so it's not hard. Although it is very different than the version I watched on VHS.
Okay.
There is more nudity. The one scene got really weird. I was like, I don't remember this happening. I've seen this movie a lot.
Is that the one where Lancelot comes and saves Gawain?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was much
Oh.
more graphic on the DVD.
Yeah.
I don't know why. But I had watched the
You
VHS
need-
so many times.
You need to see Spam-A-Lot then.
Spam-A-Lot's really good.
I wanna see
Spam-A-Lot
Spam-A-Lot.
is hilarious.
That's on my
I always
list.
wanted to see it.
I love plays. I love musicals. I need to see Spam-A-Lot.
Yeah. It gives a whole new meaning to the to Lancelot's
Yes.
Um,
Yes. His rescue.
his rescue, yes.
Oh my gosh. I must see Spam-A-Lot.
I don't think that a lady sitting in a pond handing out weaponry is a system of government. That's
I am your king. Why
I didn't vote for you.
I didn't vote for you!
You don't vote. It's my divine right.
I'm being repressed.
Help, I'm being repressed!
What happened?
Just
Oh,
voting.
yeah, we're in crit wall.
Yeah.
Traveling.
Yep.
I actually had for summer reading for my Brit Lit class, junior year of high school, one of our assignments was we had to watch Monty Python and the Holy Grail at least 10 times.
Seems like a lot.
I put it off to the last minute, only got through about 6.
I see it like.
But I also had to
2-3
read
times
3
before I
different
get
Viking novels,
Why did you-
including Beowulf.
Oh god, that one's
And
so
Eater of the
long.
Dead.
And Eaters of the Dead, yep, I read that, and then I
Thor.
read The Last
Sounds
Kingdom as well.
That also sounds
Okay.
awesome.
I did
Alright.
not like any of them.
So
Okay.
you guys make it back to crit wall without without too much trouble. Nobody is really giving you any kind of grief with the wagon and so
No,
forth.
we have dragon eggs. Why would you give us grief?
Well,
we have a
you-
weapon.
it's not something
Call
that
it
you
the
would
Dragon
just
Wagon.
go and announce
Oh, yeah.
either.
That's
Yeah.
probably true.
It's painted on the side.
Okay,
Dragon Wagon.
there you go.
Can we?
You make it back to your local haunt, the Shining Shield,
Oh, yeah.
and obviously you're starting to take a rest there. Leosin, you find, is meeting there with Railstone as well.
Okay.
Okay.
As expected.
Yep, as expected. So he sees you walk in and he's like, "My friends," without the skull in his hand.
Alas, my
Alas,
friends!
my friends.
I knew him well.
Oh, wait a minute.
With
Yeah,
the Hamlet
He's
reference.
meeting with Leosin.
I'm assuming
Meeting
somebody
with
is probably staying back with the dragon wagon.
Yeah, I'll stay with the Dragon Wagon. I'm sitting on top of the egg.
Alright,
Okay.
that's fair.
Okay.
Says, "I'm glad to see that you survived. What news do you have?"
What news you guys have? I'm outside.
Oh.
Oh, we found this cave.
I
Is
missed,
there anyone around us?
I missed
Yeah,
3/4
I mean,
of-
you're in the midst. You're in the
What
midst
are you
of
gonna
the.
say? I found the most fine perfume.
Yeah, I mean, you're in the midst of the actual inn that's there.
Alright.
You're in the end.
Just want to be secret.
Killed
about
some
it.
Yeah, let's say, can we
kobolds.
talk in private?
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah. That's
Absolutely.
probably a good idea.
We can head over here to the conference room.
Grab a
Okay.
huddle room.
Yep. So
Yeah,
you
you
move
have to reserve
into
that.
you move into a back private room, where Parsifal, if you remember Parsifal,
Yes.
had made arrangements for you guys before, and leads you to a back room. And
I'm still outside the ring.
yes,
You're singing
You
all
guys
the
have to
mice
tell
to
me
the
all about
eggs.
this.
Yeah, we'll tell you later. Sure.
Of course.
Sure.
Of course.
okay.
So, first of all, what was our original question? You were supposed to just get information from in there?
I don't remember because I wasn't here.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I didn't write it down.
So who's back there with them?
It's gone there as
So
well.
Dyson, Ram, Ran,
Yeah.
Amelie.
Emmeline, are you with us or are you with the eggs?
Sure. No, I'm with.
Okay.
Okay. So
Just do reconnaissance on the raiders is all I wrote down.
Well, I'm glad you
We
wrote
did
something.
that.
We did.
Well,
Killed
we
some
found out
raiders,
that
we
there-
put some raiders to sleep.
Okay, so first off, there were a lot of kobolds. There was even one with these vestigial gliding wings that kind of sucked, but it seems as if they're worshipping the dragons, which makes sense for kobolds.
Man, you're just like
Yeah. And
word vomit.
We saw we saw 3 eggs.
There were 3 eggs. I killed one.
We
Don't
destroyed
worry.
a black
It was
one.
evil.
Evil
We
egg.
kept the
We
copper
brought
one.
back the other eggs.
And we have 2
Really?
eggs.
Yes.
Railstone looks at you very intently.
We have a copper one and a bronze one.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Very, very good creatures. I'm glad that you were able to save them. Those draconians are just vile creatures, and they are made from
Putrid.
they're made from good dragon eggs, from what we've learned.
Okay.
So yeah. So in the future, obviously, any opportunity that you have, protect them at all costs.
Good. Well, we got our
Also,
best and brightest
So
guarding.
the top lines.
We
Hey,
have
Okay.
our
The
most
wagon.
fingered friend.
I have 2 of them already.
There was also near the beginning there were some humans and kobolds intermingling. You assume that they're working together, some sort of arrangement. Do we know anything about this?
yeah. So Leosin says that he has been discussing this with Railstone and says that the cultists themselves have been using them as kind of like, you know, the shit workers to do stuff, but they were good for apparently doing some sort of guarding of them. Kobolds are really renowned for doing like different types of cunning types of traps.
I'm amazed that we didn't.
Yep, that makes sense.
I'm amazed that we didn't land in.
Well, most of it you probably didn't because of the others that were going in and out, all the humans, so they wouldn't have laid
They
down
didn't
traps.
want them to die. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's nothing pissing off your superiors than landing in a kobold trap.
We also killed a wizard or something.
I
Some
don't
dude.
remember this.
What?
What was
The guy that killed Amelie.
Oh,
Or tried
Yep.
to kill Amelie.
What was
I
his
don't know if it
name?
was a wizard.
I don't.
Flockus.
he was not.
No, that's. No, I think his name.
It was it Eddie and
He's,
Falcon.
Draconian.
I have that
something.
name written
Wait,
down.
what's his name?
I have a name Eddie and Falcon.
You guys have-
Was that the guy or was that someone
Wait,
else?
who are we
Cape
talking
Somebody
about?
else.
Cape
That was
Pax.
someone else.
Who are we looking for?
The guy that Ameline fought twice and lost to
Oh, yeah,
twice.
yeah, sure. Yeah.
Langdrodrosa?
Oh, I didn't write that name down. But I
Former-
have about 10 different names I wrote down that I thought would be good for the guild,
Harvin
or that someone else
He's a
mentioned.
former kicker for the Miami Dolphins.
Harvin and Marvy.
Oh, Lou Rosa.
Goats of Wrath is on the list.
Yeah, you still do need to pick a.
I have a
Toast my
banner
goats.
that I was going to paint.
The
Goats of Wrath
6-fingered
on.
goat.
You're gonna paint him the dolphin.
Threat level midnight.
Goats of Wrath.
That was the Office reference.
Oh yeah, we should also tell him that the dragons are named Harv and Marv.
Harv and Marv?
Harv and Marv, yeah.
You just see a smile just kind of go across his face. Interesting.
I think we're about to become parents.
Harvin and Marvin.
The full name.
Harvin and Marvin.
Not Harvin.
No,
I think
Harvey.
it should be
Harvin and Marvy.
Nice.
Seconded.
Harv? Is that Harvey? No, that's Harvin.
Writing down those names, Harvin and Marvy.
The bronze egg is.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, which one's which?
So Leosin is
Right,
obviously
Copper?
he's obviously very well pleased with the getting rid of Sainrath.
Good.
That obviously is very important to them.
Who had the death blow on? Do you remember?
I'm sorry?
Who was the final strike on him?
On him was Vlacus.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Just making sure I remember correctly.
Which one
What a
was that?
self-serving
What was his
question.
name again? That's the one that brought
Yeah,
in
that's what I
the-
thought.
I know. Do you remember?
Lang-
The green
Rosa,
and click in the
Simon.
back of
You
your
know,
teeth
kill
really
that-
sold it.
What's that?
guy.
Who did you want, Dad?
What was he again?
He was a Draconian.
Right.
You know, taking notes on which one's
Just
Harvin and which one's
saying.
Marvy. So
Yeah.
doing very important stuff.
Marvy, yeah.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
Where should we take these dragon eggs?
Railstone says, we will take care of them from this point. We'll make sure that they get into the hands of the Knights of the Holy Shielding,
Okay.
because they're the ones that
I don't
will
wanna see him.
more than likely need to
Say.
protect them anyway.
That's fair.
But you will tell them their names, right?
Yes, we will make
I
sure.
will tell them the names.
The copper one is Harvin. The bronze one is Marvy. All right.
Okay. Harvin
If you
Mark.
think about it, makes sense.
I will make sure to relay that information.
Thank you. Good man.
This is all we asked for from our
So-
class.
So he says, make sure, he says, rooms are already taken care of for you here. Make sure you get some time to rest. You have done very, very well.
Are there
Here.
more books?
Thank you.
So you can tell me.
Leosin also make sure to pay
Okay,
everybody
so-
the
Yay!
150
So
gold
you-
apiece.
Yeah.
Did he promise?
There's 4 of us. Is
So
it
much. So that was how much was that?
150 apiece.
All right.
Alright, I get 300.
Alright, you come out to tell me, and I'm just like,
What?
what did you do?
Some toast.
Are you eating the dragons?
They also ask
We
what.
left with our guests. Sounds really hungry,
So
Dad.
what did you find there as far as the raiders were concerned? Because you haven't shared any of that information.
The raiders seem to have vacated, correct?
Oh yeah, they did leave. That's
Yeah,
why we were
there
able to get in
was
the
barely
cave.
anyone
Really?
left except for in the cave itself.
Yeah, and there
Really?
weren't that many in the cave.
You kept trying to sneak around, but there was nobody outside.
That's a little disconcerting.
Yeah.
Okay. We will make sure to share this level of information with Railstone and others.
Right.
Okay. And so, the Dragon Hatchery is over. You guys have finalized.
Sweet. So you're supposed to take the eggs with us?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I was making sure, because for a moment there, I thought we were supposed to leave them behind.
Should have
No.
brought the black egg
Like, well,
with
we
us
can't kill
too.
them.
You just
No.
leave nature in nature. Just saying.
Yeah.
Alright.
Sweet.
So,
I was trying to be neutral with the black egg. I really was. It was very confusing.
Just wait till we tell Marvy what you were thinking.
I
See
didn't
what
want
he thinks.
Yeah.
That
Or
we-
Harvin.
Harvard
that I
would
didn't
be
want to
real
kill
mad.
their friend.
God,
Yeah.
help us if you tell Marvy.
yeah, they would be completely diametrically opposed.
Yes, they would.
Okay.
So you guys come out and tell me.
Well,
what you
I'm
told
true
me, right?
neutral, so I had to go
Yeah,
with
that's
it.
fine.
No,
Nothing
no,
wrong with
no,
that.
no.
Okay.
We say you can just
Actually,
take the
a
dragon
chaotic
wagon,
good
everything included,
would have ended
and
up.
then they just
Somebody
take
with
you
chaotic
away.
good would have ended up defending it as well, for the same
You have a brood
reasons.
mother in there.
Okay.
You can just have them.
That's why I was like literally looking up like neutral. Like, would I defend this? Okay.
Okay. All right. So, you managed to get the good dragon eggs back so that they didn't get putrefied, get turned into draconians. You managed to also destroy the black dragon egg, which is exactly what it is that you needed to do. So,
Yes.
at this point, they just tell you to, gain some rest and relaxation. If there is opportunity for you to,
Heal.
obviously, refuel, heal. If there's
Okay.
anything that you need to commission or go and purchase, then please make sure to do so. So the last part of this, of course, is for any of the treasure it is that you found.
Alright.
Right.
Okay.
So do we fully heal? How does that work?
Yeah, you'll be back up to total
Oh, we will.
and full spells by the next time. Okay.
30 back health, baby.
Yeah, 21.
20.
The extra finger got you.
Yeah.
One more health than
That's
me.
all.
All right. Did you do the math already?
No,
Just
I
count
haven't
a bit
even
higher.
started.
Okay. Here, I'll
You
just
just ask
take it.
Amy if she did math.
Anybody have
It's offensive.
Amy
Honestly,
asked
that's
for
upsetting.
Does anybody have any questions over anything?
Oh, I do. So I have a choice of 2 more spells.
Mm-hmm.
Not a
Do I just choose that from the standard spells?
You can, but you also have the opportunity to pull Wild Mage
Okay.
spells as well.
Wild Mage.
I made you up.
Wow.
So I was trying to look up some of them, but
Wild
then
Mage.
you try to do that, it doesn't really work because all you get is 5e, and it's very confusing.
Yep. So here are different Wild Mage spells that you have available to you, and then you have the regular spells that are also available to you.
Sorry, Kevin Klein. It's Will Smith.
And with the choice of 2, does that mean like first versus second level? What? How does that work?
So you went up to second, so you would
Yeah.
actually gain 2 firsts because
2
that's all
firsts.
that you could actually cast at this
Okay.
point. So once you make it to third, then you'll have the opportunity to
Get
take
second
second
level.
level spells.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
I'm gonna start googling.
Okay.
Unless, wait, are they back here? Never mind, I don't have to Google. They're in the book.
There's no Google in the Shield Land.
I heard that Bill Gates was trying to get it everywhere, though. Like, trying to get the internet and all the content. I just thought it would be here right
Hasn't
now.
hit the Shield Land.
Let's sign a petition on change.org. Bill Gates, bring the internet to Shieldland. Demand it.
For far too long, they've been in the dark. Ages.
Yeah, it's just like everywhere else is totally modern, and it's just the Shield lands. It's because Bill Gates won't give us internet. We could beat these draconians if we only had Google.
I don't actually have to do any of the material parts, right?
Nope.
Okay,
No,
cool.
we don't spend any time doing anything like
Because I
that.
don't want to kill a
it's-
bunny.
Yeah.
No, that's the only one. you
There's
have
literally
to
one.
for.
You can't buy this. You have to kill the rabbit yourself. I'm like,
Oh my gosh.
okay. I don't know that I
It's
want
probably to
this
teach you
spell.
something about the power of your magic, or something like that.
Great magic comes great responsibility towards bodies. Wow, is that part of the Shield Land, Jeff?
They're also interested in
Amazing.
taking the
Warfare.
dragon amulets from you guys,
Oh.
and they're willing to pay you 50 gold apiece for them.
Yes.
What? 50 gold? No way, we could get so much more than that.
You can try.
Do we want 50 gold apiece? Some of them were like worth, wasn't it like
70.
700 or?
No.
70.
No, 70.
Oh, 70.
That's fair.
I thought some of them were in the hundreds.
No.
These weren't the carved
Okay.
things, were they?
I'm a
Yeah,
bullet.
these
Oh,
were the
those
carved
are
amulets.
Yeah,
Got
it.
that's what I thought. Those
Yeah.
were.
Doesn't matter.
You're not a millennial.
How many were there?
Depends on who you
4.
ask.
That's true. Although I think my brother might be the last millennial.
Maybe
He's,
you
The
don't.
So we'll give
last
you an extra.
one?
Yeah,
meaning
so we'll
he's
give you
the
an extra.
last year.
200.
And he's,
God, what
200?
happened to the rest of them?
I can't wait for that Star Wars movie to come out.
until Gen X attacked. The last millennial.
and then I just need. So I took one from that, and then I need standard spells.
He's like,
Arthur.
Trying to make sure I get a good mix because a lot of the first level
Yeah,
ones
that's
are
his
very
power.
Avocado toast.
violent.
Yeah. And there's others.
Yeah,
There's
avocado
others
toast.
that are in. Oh no, I'm sorry. The descriptions of them are mostly in the Tome of Magic.
Okay.
They have Return of the Boomer.
Okay. So,
What's the next movie called? Star
oh,
Wars.
there's 6.
So number
Last Hope.
Yeah. Who cares? It's just called Who Cares.
It's not a New Hope, it was the Last Hope. Star Wars. The Last
Palpatine's back.
And you're gonna be in trouble. Hey, One No.
Critical.
Did you roll any 20s?
6, 6, 6,
Okay.
plus 1, plus 1, plus 5, plus 5, plus 3, plus 4, plus 3.
That's how much experience you got.
No, just roll the die.
Got like 20
Okay.
experience.
All right, so
That's how many ales.
everybody gets an additional 68 gold.
Alright.
75 silver. And 100 copper.
Okay.
How many gold?
68.
So we only tie the gold pieces.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for the most part. You don't have to worry about that.
Ooh, I'm using grease. I want to take grease.
Grease.
I make the crown
What's the
slippery.
word?
Okay. Everybody also gets a gem worth 100.
So where do we put, or is that just in?
So under
Yeah.
gems,
Do we have gems?
yep,
Oh,
below
yeah.
where you put your gold pieces,
Gotcha.
just put 1 times 100 GP.
Alright.
Okay, so there's 4 left, as far as that's concerned, and then there are also some additional other items that you can take if you so
This is
choose.
not
So,
fire stuff, right?
so as far as magic items are concerned, the wand you find out is a wand of lightning bolts.
Oh. That's kind of cool. Thank you.
Okay, so you will find that there is a difference. There is a wand of lightning and then a wand of lightning bolts. So wand of lightning does 6 die 6, and all 1s are counted as 2s. Wand of lightning bolts is just 6 die 6,
Okay.
as
Oh,
is.
So,
So cool.
bolt is strong, or lightning is stronger than a bolt.
In this case, yeah, lightning is a little bit stronger than just lightning bolts, because it also can do shock and a couple other things. Magic user only can use it. Oh no, I'm sorry. Anybody can use lightning bolts.
Oh.
Lightning can be used by mage.
Oh, anyone can use lightning bolts.
Cool.
So, okay. But there are a few other things. Just determines if who wants what.
What else is it?
Okay. So you found, and you can turn in the +1 splint that you got. You can take that as a magic item if you want and have it sold
Okay.
if you
So
wish,
get
because
gold.
it's large. It's large human or ogre,
No.
or basically half
That's not
ogre.
me.
Yeah, it's not going to fit
I
anyone.
want to run
You're the
around
only
in
one
it.
that's gonna
Okay.
fit.
It's just like a blanket
All right,
over me.
but in there is also a +2 two-handed sword and a +1 spear. Okay. So if you
Well, it has a
choose to
spear.
do
I have
by
+2.
need and use, then it would make sense for Ameline to get the sword and Dyson to get the spear.
So I already have a +2 longsword. Right? Is that the same thing? Or we haven't changed?
I don't think it.
I have
Plus
a
two.
longsword and it says hit +2.
Yeah, that's
It's
not a
just
+2
hit.
That's not
longsword.
+2.
That's because your specialization because you're an elf.
Okay. So if I were to have that sword, it would be like
No,
+4.
it's no, that's a two-handed sword,
Oh.
not
okay.
a long sword.
Never mind.
So
Yeah.
Ameline has a two-handed sword, which is +1 to hit and damage +4.
That's different. Once again, because you're
So you're gonna
specialized,
get-
specialized in strength.
Okay.
So this will be
Okay.
on top of that, right?
Correct. Yeah. So if you were to use it instead of being +1 +4, you'd actually be +3 +6.
Okay.
You should take it.
Okay.
Definitely
So
take it.
+3 to hit, plus
+3 to
6
hit,
damage.
+6 damage.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So if you have a wand, do you have to hold that instead of the sword? Like to attack. You said anyone could have the wand.
Yeah, but you're using it. You're using it like an item.
Like
So
you
it's-
have to put your sword away and pull your wand out?
Yes.
and then use it?
Yes. The wand makes sense for Ren,
Yeah.
honestly, to use.
I have a stick otherwise, so.
Yeah.
A wand is just a stick.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
But it has lightning bolts.
More
Okay.
twig.
It has 15
I think your
charges.
staff is better
Okay.
than-
Yeah, I
15
definitely would
charges.
want that.
Alright.
Okay. Okay, so we have takers for both of those. There are two magical longswords, one magical longsword, and one magical short sword. So the magical longsword is +1/+4 versus reptiles. The magical short sword is a flame tongue.
Is it what?
Flame tongue.
Flame tongue. Oh.
Yes, which means
Numb tongue. I got numb tongue.
you basically can use it as a torch. You turn it on and it flames, and it casts enough light like a torch does. And it's normally +1, and then it has like other bonuses versus like other types of creatures. So like avian, like birds and so forth, it's +2. Cold using, it's +3, and undead, it's +4.
Oh.
Nice.
You can use a short sword.
I'd like to.
So-
I have a long and a short. I'm two.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it makes sense for you to get the short sword,
Yeah,
All right,
definitely.
So.
and then I would
Yeah.
give
Let me
I'd
know
give
how to
Ram
put those
the
stats down.
long sword then.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
like
secondary, you're gonna be
versus-
+1/+1.
So do I have to write down all those other things like undead and?
That's up to you.
Yeah. I'd like to, but you'll have to
That's
give
fine.
those back to me.
Yeah, I will.
Okay. And
All right. So you +1 longsword, +4 versus reptiles.
Thank you.
That'll come in real handy.
Suck at your reptiles.
So as long as we go in the same cave again.
I'm sure we're gonna find more
In this
draconians.
cave,
Okay.
it's fishes.
I think we're not.
Um,
We saved the 2 eggs. I think we're good.
We let out a lot of them.
Okay. So there are two suits of +1 chain. I'd probably say Ronan should get one of them,
Yeah.
How good is that?
and then either Lunar can get that, or he can wear the masterwork plate.
Right. How much does plate give you for armor class?
So normally it's armor class 3.
Okay.
Okay, when you have plate and shield, you're armor class 2, and then
Okay.
whatever dexterity, of course. And the only thing masterwork does is just improves your movement rate. So instead of moving at 60 feet, you actually move at 90 feet.
Right. So for everyone else, who should take that? Because I want to take it because I'm the tank and I want to run in front of
The
everyone.
plate man.
Yeah.
Sure.
The
Okay.
Well, you're not going to be. It's not going to make you any faster. I mean, like the
Oh.
+1 chainmail is going to move at 120 feet.
Oh, I see. I see.
Okay.
But there's
Okay.
plate mail.
Well, I want to move
Yeah. So
faster.
you'd be a
So
better.
I
Yeah.
see.
So
it's a nice
+1
equal
chain
protection.
is equivalent of
Yeah.
armor class 4 by itself. With a shield, you're armor class 3. So it's one better. In that sense. And there's
But you're
also
slower.
and
I
there's
already have chainmail and I wrote down. Oh no, that's because I have defensive.
Right.
That's
One's
right.
better, but you're
That's
slower.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it worth it?
yeah. So
I think I. should I
out
go
of that, so there's
faster?
2 suits. So let me read it. There's 2 suits of +1 chain. They're human sized.
Okay.
There's a human suit of masterwork plate mail. And there's also a +1 shield.
I don't have any shield. Are you the one with the shield? Or no?
What does Lunar
Lunar have a
normally
shield?
fight with?
Dyson has a
So
shield.
he usually fights with a
Do
mace.
Rangers have shields?
Mace or Warhammer. Warhammer.
Okay.
I'm sorry,
I
Warhammer and
just
flail.
don't have anything.
Yeah, it doesn't look like.
So,
It's written
it would
down.
probably make the most sense for since she can't use a shield, Ameline, because she uses a 2-handed sword, she should get either the plate mail or she should get one of the suits of chain.
Yeah, for sure.
The +1 shield should either go to one of the other main fighters, so either Dyson, Ram, Ronan, or could possibly go to Lunark. And then the +1 chain should also go to one of them as well.
So the +1 chain go to me?
No. That's
Just
human
human
size.
size.
That's fine.
So you guys can decide whatever it is that you
Okay.
wish.
I'll take shield if you want to take something else.
Yeah, I'll take
Take
the.
shield.
I'll take the chain, the +1 chain, so I can move faster.
Okay, that's fine.
All right.
And I would say
So-
give Ameline the +1 plate, or the
The
Plate mail?
magical
the plate
Yes.
Master.
masterwork.
What does that bring her down to then?
So now you will actually be 2, 3, 2, 3. Oh no, I'm sorry.
She's 4, 5, 4, 5.
Yeah, you'd still be 2, 3, 2, 3. You don't normally use a shield,
Oh, okay.
so you'll be shieldless. But
Does anyone else remember?
And then
So-
would Lunar get the other?
yeah,
Set
he
of
would get the
chain?
other set of +1 chain.
She would go from 4 down to 2 armor class.
Yeah, so
And
your
then
armor class would be
shieldless.
would be 2, 3, 2, 3.
Do you guys remember the Garfield one?
Yeah.
What?
Garfield 1, 2, 3, 2, 3.
I don't remember that at all.
I live
Oh,
next
you know
door to
what?
Garfield.
So, hold on.
Garfield.
So, makes sense. All right. So you're taking the plate. You're
Yeah.
taking a
Plus
suit
one chain.
plus 1 chain. You're taking the plus 1 shield. All right. So there's 1 set of chainmail left.
If you say that before every battle, I will pay you a gold.
I just pull out my shield every time.
Every time, if you do that for at least a week, I'll pay you a gold.
Wait, a week? What?
Like a week in game. Every
A
time you
week
pull
in
out your
game?
shield,
Okay.
you say they don't call it the shield lands for nothing.
Okay.
I will pay you a gold.
Alright.
Because that would be so funny.
All right. So I'm gonna give the plus 1 chain to Ronan, and let Lunark take the clerical scroll.
Okay.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's good.
Hopefully he uses it for good.
So I had Ameline at -2 for Dex. Is that gone after?
Yeah. Yep. So now, oh, that's right. That's right. What's the
Something
dexterity?
Back.
It's she's at 14, but I
14.
think
Yeah,
she
it
had
doesn't
lost something
change.
at -2,
Yeah.
right?
Yep, it doesn't change anything as far as that's concerned. Okay. And then, okay.
I'll lose that.
All right. Those are going.
Does her movement rate change?
It's
At
still
all?
at 9.
Still at 90.
Still. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, so is mine? What is mine? My movement rate?
12. Okay. Now, you have 4 100 gold piece gems left. You have a string of pearls worth 300, and you also have a golden sapphire ring worth 900. So those I would say dice for,
Yes. Absolutely.
because I think that would be the most fair thing to do. Well, actually, so the ones that got 2
Yeah,
Two
I was
items.
gonna say.
are out.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Did you get 2?
But
No, I didn't.
I only got the short sword.
30 die?
I have the
Wait, I
purple
thought
one.
you said D4.
The purple one.
No, you roll 30 to see where you're at in the lineup.
I got it.
Nice try.
I didn't want to hit the.
okay. So hold on.
Thank
So
you,
Ram
but
is out.
The purple's my favorite.
Ameline's
All
out.
right, guys,
I
I
love purple and
progressed.
pink.
Yep. Ameline is out.
5.
Alright.
2
Left
dragons
some
get to
before.
roll.
11.
11.
You beat me. He was 11, I was 5.
He got 2 items though. He's out.
Oh, you don't get to roll.
No, I was just rolling.
Yeah.
I got 5.
5 plus his 11.
I got a 5 too.
Sweet, we're tied.
Tied.
What do you?
So you had
I didn't
5.
roll.
You had 5, and
Yeah.
you had 5.
What?
Okay.
Lunark, roll for
So-
Lunark.
These are
Did
D30s.
we roll off again?
30.
Oh,
Nick
how
will
is
be
that
Nick will be
even
happy about that. And Ronan.
Or give that back.
28? Oh, 20.
Wow.
So do we roll off?
20.
Yeah, you
two
actually
roll off.
Alright, let's go.
30.
4.
2.
How did I always roll a 5 for
I won with the 4?
on a 30-sided
Okay.
This is not my day. Everything I rolled today is.
Yeah, that's
All
very
right. And the other 3 also roll. There's 4 100 gold piece gems left. So 100 gold piece gem, 100 gold piece gem for each one of you.
Oh, again?
Ameline, no. You guys already got yours.
Oh.
Ameline,
Oh,
Ram, and
Oh, so we just
Dyson.
get that? Or do we
Yeah.
roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait,
What's
what's
the gold piece? No.
no, Ameline,
The
won't.
100
No.
gold.
Ameline, Ram,
Gem.
and Dyson roll 30-sided die.
Oh.
Ren and Vlacus.
Just get the.
Yeah, what
I
is
can't
that
read that.
even? That's it's just
29?
it's like totally
It's
Oh, yeah,
Seven.
29.
Okay, Ram. Yeah, 7.
21.
Okay.
21.
All right, 100 gold piece, 100 gold piece. So you
Do we
came
automatically
in
got it?
last. Yes.
100 gold.
Because we were at the end of the line.
And that
Yep.
was just a gem.
Oh, I'm
so
sorry. No, I take that back. You get a 15 gold piece gem.
Oh,
So it's a
yes.
gem. So the 100
So I
gold
can
Yes.
say times 2.
Yeah. Correct.
Efficiency.
So.
Okay. Are we good with the stuff that's been passed out?
Yep.
So, okay, can you go down the list of what my short sword is?
Yep. It's +1.
Yeah, I have +1, +1. But it's something else.
Yep.
For other...
It's +2 versus avian. +3 versus cold using.
Okay.
And +4 versus undead.
That's
a
awesome.
torch. And I assume that the +4 to reptiles for my longsword is hit and damage, or is that just hit?
Hit and damage. Yes.
Sweet. Sweet.
Oh, I'm just dropping things.
So that +2, 3, 4 is only to hit, right?
Correct. Okay. And the magical splint mail. The Railstone comes back to that and says that they will be willing to take that as a down payment in case somebody needs to have a raised dead done.
That's fair.
Nice.
I'm sure that will
Okay.
happen.
So that would be for 2,000 gold. So you'd have to come up with another 2,000.
That's not terrible.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So if you want to erase all the pencil marks, you certainly can.
Nope, it's fine.
All right. Any questions for anybody else? So,
Nope.
all right. So for those that got a bump in armor class, so Lunark.
Does that
Let me
change
get
our
to
THAC
the
though?
others. No, won't change your THAC.
Oh, that's by level, right?
Yeah. So Ram, you're now wearing +1 chain.
Yep.
So you would have improved by 1. So you're now 2, 3, 2, 3.
Yep.
Okay, and Dyson, you also improved your.
I don't know why. It's just from watching like Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah.
It's like
Where'd you
All
go?
right, so you're 3,
Where'd you
Akron?
Akron?
5.
All I remember is from
Okay, so you're 3, 5, 3, 5.
the IT crowd, the emergency number.
So Dyson,
86699.
Dyson,
Yeah.
your armor class goes 3, 5, 3, 5.
Is that the actual
30.
number?
3, 5.
I think it's
Okay.
most.
That's
I think.
hilarious.
I think I have.
I just remember the 3.
Yeah, that's weird. I love IT crowd. I was like, is working in IT really like this? And then I worked a help desk job, and I was like, yeah. I did almost set that one on fire.
Oh, that's great.
Seems like a running theme.
Well, that was almost because I only made the hard
was
drive
catching on fire.
smoke because I put it in the wrong kind of hard drive reader. My actual job working in food service, I actually set on fire.
Replacement windows.
What?
Oh,
happened?
Do it.
So Ram, under most circumstances, you're now +2 to hit, +3 damage with your
Yep.
longsword.
Yep.
Dyson, you're now +2, +3 as well.
Sorry, that's on to hit.
To hit, yeah, +2 to hit, +3 damage for your spear.
Gotcha. So
You're +2 to hit, +3 to hit with your primary longsword, and then you're +1, +1 with your secondary.
So, in my, because I get the 3 attacks, in my second attack, do I get? I know initially I didn't get any
Right now,
only-
now you're +1 to hit with your secondary attack.
secondary and +1 with my primary.
You're still +2 with your primary to hit,
Oh, okay.
and +1 on your secondary now.
I got you now. Okay, so that was I was 0 because my secondary had.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, because you're 19 dexterity, when you fight two-fisted, you're 0 with your primary,
Right.
-1 with your secondary.
Gotcha.
As an elf, you gain +1 with short sword, so that offset it. Now you have a magical short sword, so that gives you an additional plus.
Aha. Awesome.
Okay.
The chat is currently recommending a billion names for us.
The chat's saying what?
They're recommending our name.
The Wanderers.
The Black Shields, the Wanderers, the Mystery Band.
Mystery.
I like the bag.
It's a nomad.
I like the dragon wagon.
The dragon wagon!
I like that.
Oh my
That's
gosh!
what I'm saying.
Dragon wagon.
I actually super like that too.
Okay. And with that, we will bid you an adieu. Thank you so much for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed this evening. As you are well aware, Jay and I are going to be at Gen Con along with Andrew and Nick that are going to be there. So we will not have our regular Thursday night, but our Sunday night Gavin show, if Jay makes it back in time, he will be there. I know I will not be able to participate at that point in time. And then we'll be followed up by the next Thursday night. Okay? So thank you everybody for participating. We hope you have a wonderful evening.
Yep.
Night all.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you.
Bye.